miss. I call the shots, I never call it quits. Trust my intuition, bet it's right and bitch, it often is. Seen too many others come and go, they had the wrong intent. Do it out of love and never for it, then I watch it get bigger than expected. No second guess it, I let it set in. It's God's plan, we out here only accepting blessings. I'm stuck with it, this mindset is terminal. In and out different terminals, leveling up is personal. And I already made it, y'all can miss me. It's hard to believe I made something from nothing. No hindsight discussions, I've been writing, I love it.
Welcome to the 3 Gig Sports Podcast, where we are never wrong, just sometimes misinformed. We've got a room full of beautiful gentlemen tonight, and as you can see, all 4 of us are rocking these beautiful 3 Gig leather patch hats.
Yes, sir.
What do you think? And the gentleman sitting over there, Mr. Beauchart, has a couple himself as well.
As in the wonderful sponsor, Kevin Beauchart.
Yeah, we're actually
in-house.
We're working on creating a name, helping him create a name. So we're gonna come up with some good shit so we can promote him a little bit.
We may just pop her off one right, like when he goes with his randoms, right?
Yeah.
It may just roll right off, and that's what we roll with, right?
That's right. It might
Potentially.
potentially.
Potential is always there.
Yeah.
Well, for those of you that don't recognize these beautiful faces, we've got Jimmer, we've got Myles, the famous man from the Miley Show, we've got Rio, and myself, Danny G. And we've got a fun night to talk about the wonderful Super Bowl. We had some crazy-ass NBA trades happen at the very last minute.
Yes.
Not including the LA Lakers.
Not to mention
What in the hell is that?
Very surprising. Yeah.
Very surprising. So, let's go ahead and kick her off with whatever the hell you want to talk about, Jimmer.
So, you already kind of alluded to it. Heavy 2 days in NBA trades. We'll kick that off with the Kings are acquiring Bucks guard Dante DiVincenzo. I don't know how you say it. In a 4-team trade. The reason why I put this one in there is actually the other pieces. The Kings forward Marvin Bagley III is going to the Pistons. The Bucks are acquiring Clippers Serge Ibaka in the deal. Detroit, which is sending out multiple second-round picks, is sending Josh Jackson and Trey Lyles to the Kings. The Bucks are sending Semi Ojeleye and Rodney Hood to the Clippers in that 4-team deal. I'm going to go ahead and start this one off with what the hell are the Kings doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
That was the first thing when I read
Marvin
this one.
Bagley, you ship Halliburton, a couple other pieces the other night, right?
What are we doing? Right?
What are you doing? I think they're close to turning that corner. All their young pieces, all their young draft picks, playing well, playing together, and I think they're within a season of finally starting putting some wins together.
They just needed a piece the other way. They needed to gain a piece, not be giving up these pieces. It seems like to me. That's how I read it.
Yeah, I think I gave them too much credit the other night. I said they're jinxed. I think they're just not very smart.
So I was gonna say that to you. I was like,
they're like the Jets of the NBA,
right? So I agree with you that they have self-induced bad luck, or they have bad luck. But then they also do even when they don't have bad luck, they go do some self-induced dumb shit, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah. I like it for the Bucks, though. I think Ibaka's a good pick up there. I think that's going to help playoff time.
That's also going to help because I do believe their center, I always mix up which two they have. They have Brook Lopez. They have Brook Lopez, who's kind of banged up. Mm. So this will help in that transition. I also like what the Clippers did, too. You know, Rodney Hood, like they're surrounding what is eventually going to be. It may not be for this year necessarily, but they're trying to surround, like we talked about earlier, maybe a few episodes back, that they're trying to surround their 2 wing players. They already picked up Norman Powell.
Yep.
You pick up another proven scorer on the outside, and Rodney Hood. He can put up any given night can give you 15 to 20 points. So they're sticking with theirs. At least their trend looks like they're doing something, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. At least I have no idea what the hell the Kings are doing. I think Detroit's is don't really know either. They're probably in that.
Probably doesn't matter.
Doesn't
anyway,
really matter.
Right?
So
young talent.
They're trying to get
It's young talent to pair with Cunningham. I mean, they're in 100% rebuild mode, and it's going to take a couple years before they can push for a playoff spot, right?
At least, yeah.
Myles, do you watch basketball?
Very little, but if I had to say anything, I feel like
besides Kentucky basketball,
I'm saying the only balls he sees bouncing are the ones. On the chin.
It's a family show. No, NBA is not really my thing. But if I had to say, sounds like the Knicks are doing king shit.
What? Oh my God, you're done. You're done with basketball talk.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Well, can we get a piece of duct tape and?
That's what I meant.
The Kings are doing Nick shit. Is that what you meant?
No,
I think my man's taking a video or a picture.
I meant
Hook him
Love
up.
it.
I meant to say the Kings are doing what they always do. They never make any sense with their trades.
No,
Yeah. No, that's the truth.
they haven't known what they're doing since
Early
the good old
2000s,
days,
right?
the early 2000s when it was
I mean,
entertaining.
If I had to say 3 years ago, if I'm right, they had the pieces. They had Cauley Stein, right?
Yeah, well, hold on. You're going with Kentucky now. But yes, they did have Cauley Stein.
But
You
you're
are
right.
correct.
Hey, use it. That's
Yeah,
you
use
got
it. Run with it, baby.
Yeah,
They did have Willie Cauley Stein. I
And
do
that's
believe.
all it took.
That's all it took?
Yeah.
Okay. The Raptors are trading Goran Dragic and a protected 2022 first-round picks to the Spurs for Thad Young, Drew Eubanks, and a 2022 second-round pick via the Pistons. Pick is protected 1 through 14 in the 2022 one and 1 through 13 in 2023 and would turn into 2 second rounds beyond that. The Spurs are expected to negotiate contract buyout with Dragic. Among the teams expected to be interested are Dallas, Milwaukee, Chicago, and the Clippers. I know you got that would kind of excite you a little bit, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Get a little,
Could use it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yep,
definitely.
little
for sure.
Goran.
Yep. I think we talked about it. He had some family stuff going on overseas, and he was a guy I was like, man, we need a point guard to throw in there beside Jalen Brunson. Somebody that can come in there and run the ball up court, because I don't like Luke always having the ball in his hands. You know, in an NBA basketball sense, I'd rather have the point guard run the ball up and set it up, and then find your best player. Not always like Bron. He runs the ball up all the time.
Even a positionless game now.
Yeah, even so,
Okay.
just set up that offense.
You want him to be more off the ball,
right? And
gotcha.
I want the guy to get to the spot that he can score, and then your point guards find him.
I'm surprised you guys weren't in the Ben Simmons thing then.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I don't know. You know, they shipped away Porzingis. I guess I'm sure it'll be in your notes.
It is. Yep.
But they shipped it away, and it seemed like it was just kind of a contract deal because what we got back wasn't really anything flashy and big in that sense.
We can go to that one next, actually.
Well, when you're
More of a
saying-
contract dump, it seemed like, than anything
The
else.
Mavericks are trading Kristaps Porzingis and a second-round pick to the Wizards for Spencer Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans. So to me, that's what it is, a contract dump for you guys. But that's not a bad move for the Wizards. You know, I mean,
No.
what you get is what you get. I mean, Spencer's a nice player, but Kristaps, if he can play like we know he can play,
Yeah. He just got to stay on the court, which
Yeah.
he's been having trouble even
For a
when we
long
brought
time.
him. His entire career,
even
basically.
Knicks, even the Knicks that before you guys got him, he was out the year prior to that. So
Yeah, it seemed like contract dump, and we gave Finney Smith a contract extension yesterday. It seemed like
55
$55
million or 55 million.
$55 million. So
Which is good. They said they wanted to lock up their role players. That's what was in the article on
yeah,
that one.
he's a baller and he's a good role player for them. You know, I'd love to
care,
see
mama.
Dragic.
That's what he
come
was
in.
saying. He's like, I'm so thankful I get to take care of mama now.
Yeah, I did see that. It was cool, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see without that big man who gets those minutes that he was playing. You know, he was out in and out, but very interesting to see how the minutes line up now for the big man roles.
What are you thinking over there?
I don't know. I'm going back to what he was saying about Luka
Okay.
not having the ball in his hand. And there's a handful of players in the league that I don't know would be as good as they are if they don't have the ball in their hand that much.
Okay.
And I don't know where Luka would fit in if he doesn't have the ball in his hand.
Where I'm actually on your side more with this one because he's not a great 3-point shooter. So
Right.
what I think his specialty is having the ball. And then he can distribute because he has the possibility of getting triple dubs and all that stuff. So
I like him cutting to the basket, so playing that shooting forward role kind of is where I'd like to see him, is what I'm thinking. And, a guy like Dragic that can direct the offense. And, That's why I just don't like him always.
I would
the ball.
like, and this is
I think that you just seen him with the ball.
I would like to see him like 50-50. So I don't need to bring up the ball,
Yeah.
but
right.
it would actually hurt my feelings if he's not bringing it up at least 50% of the time. But the other part, like, give it to a guy that can go get his own too.
Right. Well, if you look at our roster, the reason why he has the ball is because we've had nobody all these years. That's the reason he's been.
I actually like your guys' roster.
Yeah,
I do.
if there's I think.
I think our roster is fine,
yeah.
but
If there's a
Brunson,
better
you can't
balance-
rely on him to always have the ball right in his hands. That's what I'm saying is that he's had to have it because we haven't had anybody for a while.
Not so in your mind, not necessarily to take the ball out of his hands, but to like split that a little bit is kind of where you're going.
I don't want him every time
I like that better.
bring the ball up.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
that's what I think.
Instead of just one look every single time.
Every single time.
Okay, I got you.
Yep.
Because I thought how I was thinking what you were saying was like a traditional point guard, bringing it up every single time. That isn't what makes Luka special either.
Yep.
Right. No, not every time. Just
It needs to be able to divvy it up a new look and stuff like that, so it's not just one guy.
exactly because it's always him bringing the ball up.
Definitely.
The Hornets have acquired Wizard center Montrezl Harrell for Vernon Carey Jr. and Ish Smith to pair with Kristaps too.
Yeah,
Montrezl scoring big man.
They made some interesting moves. Bradley Beal goes out, so that definitely hurts. But definitely some interesting moves to make a push for sure. I think it can keep them in it.
Yeah.
And they're not all over the hill players either. So they have something to build even for next year. If obviously we know Beal's out for this season, they have something to build off of. So they may have something intriguing here coming up.
We'll see.
Skipped a couple for it to go down to that. Did you have something special to say?
Well, yeah, you're calling it a positionless league.
Yes.
So is that because the center has advanced so much, or
No, literally, like because
Sure.
Because what? Say that
because
again?
the center?
Yep, I got you.
They have become more athletic. They've become
Yes.
more versatile.
It's part of
More
it.
versatile, and you have to defend them outside of the paint. Yep.
Okay.
And like so they have to they can get out and they pop threes. You can see a 7-footer nowadays bringing the ball up.
Right. So I think it's more so not they developed. I think it's the center position has gone away.
Yeah, because it's went to more of a 3-point game.
Right. 3-point game, more small ball. You don't always have to rely on that big man. And
Even
the teams that don't have that much success.
even Danny's
success.
boy Joel Embiid
Exactly.
can shoot a 3 out there,
Yep.
hitting over 30%.
He brings the ball up
Now-
too, dude.
But-
Man's got
Yep.
handles, yeah.
But you watch those teams that rely on those big men haven't had that success yet. The Sixers, the Minnesota, right? They relied on Karl Anthony Towns, right? They are not having that success because I think it's become a different league. You have to move towards those shooters and have those shooters to pair with them before you'll have success.
And they have to be, after you do that, they have to be susceptible or okay with or develop and turn into a team all-around team. So Karl Anthony Towns, and I believe the Timberwolves could have been a hell of a lot more competitive than they have been ever since they've had him if they didn't play that stupid-ass brand of ball where it was just basically stat stuffing, right?
Yeah.
Because they've had – anyone that watches any version of especially NBA basketball, the Timberwolves have had talent on their rosters.
Yeah.
Almost every year that he's been there. So don't give me because they haven't tried it, they haven't done anything, they haven't had this, they haven't that. No. They've had it. They just played a real sloppy about me stat stuffing type of offense. Once you get a system down and you actually buy into it, you get the Karl Anthony Towns of the world to buy into that system, you start seeing wins. And now this is probably the longest I've seen this far into the season where you see the Timberwolves, for instance. I do believe they're over a few games over 500 for the first time this late in the season. Because usually they start off hot. They win, 9-1 for the first 10. And then all of a sudden, it takes them 3/4 of the season to get to 20 wins.
Yeah, and if you're a true big man today that doesn't necessarily shoot threes and things like
You
that,
have to be able to distribute.
you have to distribute, but you have to be able to defend everything that comes to the rim.
Yep.
Everything. You
If you
have to
wanna
be that
roll.
guy.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not, it doesn't work.
Yep.
It just
You
doesn't work.
have to be basically special at your talent then.
Yep.
Outside of like the scoring aspect. You have to be able to swat a million shots. You have to be able to put up 15 rebounds a game. You're you're cleaning
I
everything
think
up.
Gobert or something like that.
But other
right?
than that, it's positionless because
Okay.
that's what it is.
Well, then here, let's roll into the next question I have then. Who do you consider to be the best role player? They played their role the best. Because mine would automatically be Dennis Rodman.
Oh, of all time we're talking about?
Yeah, all time.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
that's exactly what he wanted to do, and
Yep.
he was okay with that. He went. You seen that stat? He had 0 points, 28 rebounds, and
Zero
never
assists.
batted an eye. Never batted an eye about it.
Yeah,
He
I
didn't-
would
he
get
didn't care
behind
about
that
scoring.
too.
I'd
Yeah.
get behind that one.
Yep.
For role player, for what they did, Scottie Pippen, you can make the same argument. He was he was more than content. He never once bitched about he
Until-
wanted. Well, we
until
seen
recently.
we seen the documentary,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He wasn't back then beating his chest saying, "I want this to be my team. I want my
Yeah.
own team." He was okay with his. He was more than okay with his role. So yeah, it was a different version back then. It was very coach centric back then. It wasn't player owns a thing and we do what we want, and if we don't, our feelings get hurt and we'll force a trade. You know, so the bet would definitely go from past games. Yep.
Yep, I'm with you on that, Miles. Yeah.
The Celtics were actually pretty active. Most of it looked like it was cap dump until another interesting pick. But the Celtics are trading P.J. Dozier, Bull, a future second-round pick, and cash to the Orlando Magic for a future second-round pick. So that right there tells you that they're trying to.
Yep.
The trade puts the Celtics under the luxury tax, and Dozier and Bull are both out for the season. So Magic were basically willing to take something for some cash
I thought you
considerations.
couldn't trade people if they were hurt.
No, you could, but you can't hide them. You can't hide that they're injured. There's another one that got CJ, not CJ, but someone else got traded too that was injured too. The 3-point shooter just went out for the Clippers. Oh no, not Clippers. Joe Ingles was injured, and he got traded.
Jazz.
Yep. Where was the other one? Okay, and I'll go back into Celtics again. The Celtics are acquiring guard Derek White in a trade from the Spurs. Romeo Langford, Josh Richardson, and a top 4 protected 2022 first-round pick are going to San Antonio. The Spurs will also have rights to swap first-round picks with Boston in 2028. So Spurs are obviously in build-it-back-up mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Celtics, this is interesting. Because they
I
look for a
like that.
sale, get underneath. I love it.
Yeah.
And I was going to get to that.
Yeah.
Seeing Candace's post, and she's a little weary of this, that, and the other. Because they got Thies back also. I think it's Tyler Thies or whatever. I can't remember his name. But this Derek White one is, if you read what their GM said, Brad Stevens, he's like, didn't even know he was up. Once we kind of found out, we kind of, want that guy. He's like, one hell of a player that they can build off of young piece already. So surprised the Spurs even parted with it. 'Cause it's always never made sense to me. It's like we're rebuilding. Well, yeah, the players you're sending out are young.
Yeah.
Isn't that part of the building process? Kind of
Yeah.
like with the Raiders when they got rid of Khalil Mack and all of them.
Yeah. I don't know much about him myself. I do know, they had the Spurs send a guard to the All-Star game. So yeah, I don't know if minutes weren't fitting up.
DeJounte Murray.
Yeah.
Was the one that went.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know him very well.
He's a stud.
Yeah.
I think he'll fit pretty well too,
Yeah,
actually.
good.
So
Get to
yeah.
grow with them. We're gonna save that other one. We'll come back up. We got the Mavericks. Here's the other one with Boston. So the Rockets are trading Daniel Thies to the Celtics. Boston is sending guard Dennis Schroeder to the Rockets in the deal. Houston gets Enes Freedom and Bruno Fernando as well. So the way I understand it, though, and I haven't seen it yet, maybe you guys have or haven't, but I do believe they were going to cut Dennis Schroeder in this buyout, whatever the NBA does. But so this buyout market is going to be pretty damn big at some point, which we'll get to our conversation here in a little bit.
Yeah, buddy.
The Nets, I think that's where we're going to be. All right. The Nets have traded James Harden and Paul Millsap to the 76ers for Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks. The Sixers are sending the Nets an unprotected 2022 first-round pick and a protected 2027 first-round pick.
Finally, some names I know.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Finally.
Your initial exactly. Go ahead.
Finally is a thought for me. We had heard all the rumors and stuff like that. Harden won it now. Of course, the Ben Simmons, he's not playing, so get rid of him for something. It just seemed like something would emerge, and then you learned that they offered a trade, and it seemed like about the same players, but not the picks. It got rejected. So they come back here, and it seems like it was some more pick swapped now, and they ended up accepting. So glad it happened, I think, for both sides. Obviously, you had people there that didn't want to be there. Maybe now they can finally move forward, and we'll start seeing some good team basketball. I'm going to be interested to see how Ben Simmons fits in, especially with Kyrie playing half the games. I don't know.
I think I'll touch on that when I get to my part or my opinion. I was thinking the same thing originally as you, finally. That's what I literally, if I'm being honest, very first thing I thought of, I'm like, finally. We be done having the conversation more specifically about Ben Simmons.
Yep.
But I'm going to let Danny roll with what his opinion is on this one before I get more into what mine is.
Yeah, here's the deal. On paper, it looks like the Sixers crushed in this deal. They got to keep all the pieces they wanted. They ended up bringing in a great scorer and just a great NBA player at this point, right? But I will say I don't sleep on Ben Simmons with the Nets because I think that's going to be more trouble than what people think. I think he's going to end up fitting in well, and they might cause problems. I'll be completely honest with you. Him combining with KD is going to be dangerous. Now, let's talk about James Harden for a minute, right? He straight up gave up on that team and decided to not completely try for the last however many games because he was so upset about it, right? Even, I don't know if you guys saw it because I didn't watch the actual deal, but the videos of LeBron.
Oh, and them picking the all-star team?
Yeah,
yes,
who
I did
was
watch
drafted
that.
last?
Yes, James Harden.
James Harden.
You
And
see
it was
how
a joke.
LeBron was laughing?
It was a joke. He's like, what happened to him? Is he hurt? They were laughing about it because, no, he wasn't hurt. He just wasn't fucking trying because he wanted to leave, right? And he did the same thing in Houston.
So I know you're trying to take this on a different side. You're taking it on the James Harden side.
Mm-hmm.
So you said you watched this video, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Kevin Durant was not enthused by this. Did you see how straight faced he was for most of that part?
Yes.
Yeah.
And LeBron's like sitting there just cracking up laughing. I'm like, he kind of did it. No, not kind of. You tried and you were able to achieve being dirty about it. It was funny as shit. But KD could have done that to you with Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving does not like you. So
It's
but I
obvious,
thought it was hilarious. I'm like, I need a big man. Did you hear the explanation? I need
Yeah,
a big man.
what big mans are there?
Yeah, big man, especially with Giannis and LeBron on the side. And but
Yeah.
go ahead. What you were saying
I think-
about James Harden?
I think the potential is great with Philly because you got to keep Maxey, you got to keep Tobias Harris, you've got Embiid still, you've got Harden. So they in theory really could make it to the NBA Finals, right, and play somebody like Phoenix or Golden State. But here's how weak James Harden is mentally, okay? So I saw a report come out today or yesterday is when I saw it, right? And it was somebody inside of the Nets organization told this story about him and Kyrie playing one-on-one. Did you see this or
No.
no? Okay.
No.
So Kyrie would smoke James Harden every practice in one-on-one. Every single time.
Because he's one of the filthiest ball handlers maybe of all time.
Kyrie's so good, right?
Yes.
I'm with you on that.
Yep.
Totally with you on that. But it wasn't even close. He would destroy James Harden every single time. And it got to the point fairly recently where he called James Harden washed up. After that was when James Harden started to quit on the team because he got butthurt because of what happened between him and Kyrie. This is the word. This isn't, allegedly, right?
Yep.
But this is the word. That's when James Harden finally, started to hear about he wants out and stuff like that.
That he hates Kyrie. And
Now, imagine with the Sixers, and we know he gave up on Houston. He just gave up on the Nets.
Embiid.
Imagine if Embiid gets hurt, and he's playing with a bunch some good players, but not all-stars, right? Not great players. What's he going to do then?
Depth.
Yeah, they did. They definitely gave up depth. Yep. Yeah. So it's like, what's he going to do now? You can only do that so many times, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
I think if he's not winning, he doesn't want to be there. And, early in his year, he's with the Thunder. He's got Russ. He's got KD there. They're all now doing their thing. They end up splitting, right? They move on. He's a guy for a little bit. Goes to the Rockets, right? They have show promise, young promise potentially. What the heck? That was a
Sounded like a lot. That
That's-
we got
wasn't
more
too
to
bad.
go.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
That sounds like a hangover.
This is
Oh, dude, this stuff is so good that it does not create hangovers. It even says, warning, do not be ready for a hangover in the morning. You will not need aspirin. Right on the label. It's
Wow. Always trust them.
shout out to our guy Bo for bringing that in. That'll be gone
Yeah,
tonight.
Yes,
So-
absolutely.
weird. Oh, yeah.
Kid-
He went to the Rockets though, right? And
Yeah.
they showed promise and this and that. Didn't work out, and he forced his way out to the Nets, where there was a lot of talent, a lot of promise, finals talk, all that kind of stuff. Not working out. Now he's forced his way out again.
I'll tell you the
Let's.
real.
Oh, go ahead. I'll let you
It's
go
almost
first.
like he wants to go somewhere where it looks
It's
like he's going to win,
guaranteed, right?
almost
Yeah.
guaranteed, right? And,
Yeah.
and surrounded by stars.
The real deal is Harden's pouting at the whole NBA league. It's not over trading. He's pouting because the league made a rule just for him.
Yeah, oh,
That
there
is-
is
that's
that.
true
You
too.
are right.
Yeah.
That is my.
They literally
true,
made it.
too.
They literally made a rule.
That is my
to stop
theory.
that cheap ass fouling.
Yeah,
And I agree.
Yes.
Like I don't watch much, but when I did it, he was getting fouled every play.
yeah.
Enough to make me not watch.
Did you ever see the video clips of the Lakers when they were playing them? You remember that with
Yeah.
the Rockets? And
Yep.
they came down, LeBron, all of them. And I understand LeBron's a baby now. I get that.
Yep.
But the whole team put their hands behind the back and just let him play. Because every play up till then, they were calling a foul on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just for barely touching.
Yeah.
know?
Before I know you're gonna have some good, Jimmer. Before you go though, let's think about the teams Harden has been able to be a part of and hasn't done shit with, right?
Yep.
Obviously OKC.
Yep.
Him, Russ, KD.
He's young. But yep.
And he's young, but
Yep, I agree with
he
you.
also missed the free throws
Yes, he did. He cost
in the
them.
finals,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So then he decides to leave because he wants to get paid and he wants to start. So where does he go? He goes to Houston.
Yep.
Who's he get to play with in Houston?
Wasn't that Dwight?
Yeah.
He had some Dwight time.
So he had Dwight time, Chris Paul
right.
time.
Clint Capella was balling out at that
Russell
time.
Westbrook.
Russell
He had
Westbrook
some
eventually.
very good pieces, right?
They
Yeah.
tried, right?
Yeah, they did try.
Absolutely.
That's the
Then-
reason why he
Trevor
loves.
Ariza,
Hold on,
we
that's the
talked
reason
about
why
that.
he loves exactly. That's the reason why he loves Darrell Morey because he'll sit there and keep wheeling and dealing and bringing in new pieces until they, and he's not, and he lets him do what he wants
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically. But go ahead.
And then he gets into another beautiful position with the Nets. You're playing with two, I don't know, top 10 players in the league besides yourself, and you're not happy because they're hurt because of whatever reason you got butt hurt.
Yeah.
So now he comes over to Embiid, who could be legitimately in the MVP conversation right now, right?
Yep.
So it's like, what do you want, man? Like, what the fuck can teams do for you? You're getting put in a good position at every stage.
So can we say then right now off of that I have a lot to go on this one, but
Right.
what you just said right there, can we say this has to be the final stop? Like no more bullshit then. Like, because obviously his trend is looking whatever. I'll knock off the OKC one. You were young, you wanted to start, and you wanted to
Yeah.
have your team.
Okay.
Okay, down for that, right? We're all down for that.
I'll give him a half point off, not a full.
I'll give him a full point for that because we wouldn't have ever found out that what style player what he could do.
I get you, yeah.
Until he left.
Yep.
So I'll sign that one off. Okay.
Okay.
He goes to Houston. They're there. They're hanging there. They're highly entertaining. Can't quite make it over the hump. Now, highly entertaining. That's also a very vague statement because I don't find it entertaining that every time someone dribbles the ball and you barely touch him, he goes to the free throw line. This dude shoots 20 free throws a game
Yeah.
Literally.
because
Yep.
of the way he's doing. Because he's already pushing the limit of the NBA rule of travel.
Yep.
You know, they made fucking memes and videos of this because of what this guy was doing and getting away with, right? I know you guys seen the one where he's like doing that step back thing,
Oh, yeah.
like 4 steps, and it goes like, I know you guys seen that, but either
Yeah.
way. Then to the Nets was as soon as Morey left or whatever because of the whole China thing the first time around. Morey left. Then all of a sudden he was unhappy. And this is also touching on you saying all the pieces that they brought in. They brought in so many different versions of pieces too. So you can't say it's because you kept bringing in the same style player. They literally gave you the point guard, which you give no respect to. They literally give you one of the most hustle players that's one of your best friends in Russell Westbrook. You have a rim protector. You had Clint Capella also, mind you. Let's not forget about that because he was also developed into an all-star there too, right? But he's had pieces. Pushes his way out of there. Goes to play up there where he thinks is his buddies, KD and then Kyrie. Now, this is where I'm going to touch into a different one because I'm tired of listening to this shit on Sirius XM.
Ooh, what they saying?
Mad Dog Sports.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever bringing up the why he wanted to get traded. Yes, he's kind of. In other words, they didn't say this exactly. So, but in other words, yes, James Harden is a piece of shit. Blah blah blah. This, that, and the other. They didn't say that, but they're long story short. But nobody's talking about, and no one's bringing up the fact that Kyrie, all you do is get a shot. First off, fuck you.
Fuck off, Mad Dog.
It wasn't Mad Dog. It was like his other ones, but he doesn't back away from it either. But
Yeah.
Mad Dog Radio, absolutely.
Yep.
Fuck you. Like, I'm done with that conversation in the aspect of you're going to sit there and say that James Harden backed out because Kyrie was only going to be available 50% of the games because he doesn't want to take a shot. Not necessarily because he doesn't want to. It's because he is stuck by this. He is doing it for the voiceless people that do not want to put that in their body yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Whether they're anti-vax, whether they're anti-vax or whether they're legitimately concerned because it hasn't been out that long, which a lot of people forget. They just say it's anti-vax. It is not that. It is literally people that also worry about, like, hey, let's wait and see. You know, I've seen the movie I Am Legend. I just want to make sure I'm not one of the fucking ones eating someone's flesh.
Yeah.
So, I'm tired of hearing that. If that was your purpose, that means you never should have been. The NBA should strip you of your fucking MVPs right now. If you need to worry about whether Kyrie Irving is there 50% of the time, you should have never been the most valuable player in the league ever then.
I guess, and I'm a choice guy, but I guess, I mean, do you think he would be jealous? Okay, he's only got to do half of everything.
No. Not as long as he's not getting paid. I don't think he gets paid for those games he misses.
Right.
So he's taking a pay cut for that. So he only has half of his salary for that.
We don't know that, but
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
That because of that he's not getting the whatever.
I've been in Kyrie Irving shoes.
Yes.
Imagine having to get a shot for your job, and then your job telling you no longer need the shot to get hired.
Yeah.
So I'm on Kyrie Irving's side. Just wait it out. Eventually, you're not going to have to get the shot.
Well, he's trying but it isn't because he has clearly stated this, and he stated it many times, so he's never backtracked off of it, ever. Go
the
ahead.
NBA, through a spokesman, has been steadfast that says any player who elects not to comply with local vaccination mandates will not be paid for the games that
Exactly
they miss.
my point. So he's he's already getting punished with his pay. That's his own willing choice, right? Mm-hmm. So I still don't want to hear anything about that. If you're not getting paid for it, we might get a little butthurt, like when we used to have a fellow that used to work with us that would miss 6 months out of the year, every year, like clockwork, right? Mm-hmm. And of course, all the operators that are there all the time are pissed off that we have to work the whole 12 months and the OT and the overtime, and then especially at that time it was heavy. And then he comes back and he's not put on every weekend schedule either because that doesn't count. That being said, this is a different scenario. That man was getting paid his salary still.
Yeah.
This man is not. Regardless, James Harden, you're a superstar. You were MVP. Triple-double machine, 50-plus points, all that kinds of shit. Arguably one of the best offensive players. Offensive, I stress that very heavily. Offensive players, maybe possibly in NBA history, right? But that's going to be I don't even want to hear that bullshit. Anytime you go at someone because it's because their own personal choice has to do with their health in any way, facet, or form is a crock of shit. And I'm tired of hearing about that. That is a ridiculous statement. If the Nets had that big a problem with it, they would have cut Kyrie in the first place. They would have been done.
I don't think I could see it being a little bit of jealousy.
Yeah, let me back you up. Let me back you up for a second.
It could.
I get you on that. I get you on the jealousy piece because I could totally see him being pissed that Kyrie only has to play half the games. And he's got to go out there and do all the work because KD's been hurt.
Right.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, Joe, oh, dude, he's only got to go half the games and,
Yeah, but take half the pay. So that's not even an argument to me. I'm done with it. Done. Like that is
no. Hold on.
I get what he's saying.
To Harden's character, right?
Right. That
more
deals
so
with his character. I got you.
It's
I'm
bullshit.
like, it's such horseshit.
Yeah.
That you would make it feel like that over someone's personal choice and what gets put in their body. That is a crock of shit. Never once has that ever been. That should never be a conversation.
Oh yeah, he's selfish as fuck.
Oh yeah,
and he is.
And I think that's kind of what we were talking about.
Yeah.
It's like just him being the way that is. I could see him absolutely being like, well, that's bullshit.
Yep. Definitely. I'm with you.
Just a piece of shit. I don't know if this helps the Sixers. Maybe if it's gonna happen, it's gonna be this year because it's only gonna go downhill from here, right? I think we know that with James Harden by now. With his others, he's already had.
If
two
they
stops.
don't win,
If they don't win, it's only going to go downhill.
If they win, I think he'll be just fine, and it'll be fine.
He's in a contract year, so if they win,
No, he signed the extension with Philly. Or
well,
he
he picked up his
signing.
option.
Yeah.
I'm saying if they won this year, that you're under
Touche. Yep.
1 year. They would negotiate. They would give him a max contract, which would be just like signing Russell Westbrook to his. What happened now?
Here's my prediction. Okay.
Okay,
If the Nets meet Philly, the Nets will beat them in the playoffs.
I believe
And I
so.
think Ben Simmons is going to be a big part of it.
I think it'll be
after
a bit,
everything
hold
that's
on.
happened.
I think you'll be a big part, but I'm gonna roll with you, and I'm gonna double down. I think you'll see an all-time NBA scoring barrage from Kevin Durant. You'll see something stupid.
He's pissed.
He is downright pissed.
Yeah.
Because Kyrie is his boy at the end of the day. That's the reason why he tries not to talk too much about it. Kyrie is his guy. Like they're damn good friends.
Yeah, but
As in
let's be
KD.
real.
As in
To your
KD.
point, yeah.
As in KD. So when he comes out there swinging, you're gonna see him dropping 50, maybe 60 points. You may see multiple 50-point games from that man. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like epic shit
Yeah.
to whoop that ass.
To your point, what is the biggest reason that he ended up going to the Nets? Because KD pushed for it, right?
Yeah.
And then he
And then
bails.
and then you bail on me.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
KD,
Kyrie's sticking
he
to
doesn't
what he
hide that
sticks
shit,
to,
man.
but
He's
yeah.
gonna drop it on you.
And
Yeah.
he will drop it on him.
Yep.
Now, I believe they both. If James Harden, so we'll get to the non-part where I get like hot about it. We'll get to the basketball side. I think they both won. Now, who won more? Go ahead. We can have whatever conversation you want. But what you were saying earlier about the deal they turned down with the Kings, we were upset at that time,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like, that was
Yep.
a stupid deal. Why wouldn't you have taken that? Especially Ben Simmons not playing, blah, blah, right? This is a better deal than that if James Harden is anything like himself. It is.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That is not the same. That is not the same thing as the other pieces you were getting in any way, shape, or form from the Kings. I don't care if he even had De'Aaron Fox, which that'd be for the long term. That'd be a great pickup for the long term.
yeah.
But James Harden is an MVP, and he has MVP caliber type shit to bring to you, and it complements your main piece,
Yeah.
right? Your main piece, and this actually makes me right because I'm never wrong. I'm just misinformed. If they win, it won't be because of Joel Embiid. This is my point. This will be because of James Harden.
Yeah.
If he plays up to, I'm not saying he's not going to. We're not going to go into the normal debate like we did the other night.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm saying Embiid would still have to play a huge, big, pivotal role.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I'm not going to. No.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
But that's what I'm getting. Now, with that, what they gave up, the Nets murdered in this deal. And that is my personal opinion. If anybody flat out won and they're set up for now and the future, it is even with them rolling the dice with Simmons.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Do you realize the one piece in this, and I understand it's just a role player, the one piece that caught my motherfucking eye? Seth Curry is averaging 16 points a game, shooting over 40% from three, and just getting dime pieced in this over on the side. Now you have another scorer with you from long range other than KD. Kyrie when he's out 50% of the games. Can you get that scoring from Seth? Can you get that scoring? Yeah, I believe you can. Is what I'm getting at. Not quite. I'm not saying is he going to go for 40. That isn't what I'm saying. But can he give you what you need from night to night? Then they picked up picks. Ben Simmons, I think, is going to be pivotal in this if he can get right up here. If he can get this figured out up here, he will be pivotal in this. He's exactly what they need in the aspect of the other three wasn't like when they played great. They played well together, but you never got the three together. Ben Simmons has been pretty sturdy throughout his career, and he makes the other players better around him because he can distribute and find it.
The thing that worries me about this on that side, you're going to want to have Kyrie have the ball in his hands, but you have to have Ben Simmons also have the ball in his hands. You don't want him sitting somewhere and shooting, right? You do not want him to have
Kyrie doesn't have to have the
Kyrie
ball
doesn't
in his
need to. In fact, he even took the back seat to Harden. He was okay with that, playing basically the point guard or the shooting guard role. So
that's
he was
what's going to have to happen.
right.
And, I don't know. Ben's going to have to elevate his game a little bit because he was, I don't know if you remember, but he was bad.
Yep.
He was bad before he did this whole sitting out deal. And so if he can elevate
Offensively.
yes.
Offensively, he was bad.
Offensively, I don't even know what he was doing defensively. But if he has elevated his game any, then I think, yes, you'll lean towards the Nets winning this 100%. I could see this also not working out for them.
Can I
Listen to this, though.
Can I give you guys a quick piece real quick.
You go first. Yep.
So I want to point this out to you. You know how like the NBA has been the laughing stock on the East for a little while now. This year, this far into the season, 56 games into the season, their number 9 seed is 28-28. That's not bad for them, right?
Yeah.
Their number 8 seed, who is the Nets,
I was like, what do you want?
are 29 and 26. What I'm getting at
they had
is
lost
that
10 straight. Right?
it is a hell of a more competitive conference than it has been in the past. And what I mean is not just the top like 6 who are usually kind of muddled together and then it just plummets off.
Yeah.
I'm saying obviously if the Nets were to go in as the 8 seed, you're telling me they couldn't beat the number 1 seed right now, the Miami Heat, and you just got. I was just pointing that out. I was just thinking that was nuts right there, and I think they got better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, and here's the deal, too. So we're a little over halfway through the season, and we are getting to a point where cities across the country, they're already starting to say mask mandates are done.
Mm-hmm.
Vaccine mandates are going to be not too far from behind.
They're basically there for the most part.
So
I mean, there's a few, yes.
I'm
but-
thinking about Kyrie here.
yes.
So come playoff time, if we're at a situation where Kyrie can play in most or all of those playoff games, take Ben Simmons out of it, him and KD do damage in the playoffs, man, together with their role players. Adding Ben Simmons.
If you want one where you want to shake your head a little bit, especially you, if you want to shake your head a little bit, where you could say that the Sixers lost a little bit, because what was your number one concern when we were talking about Embiid and Ben Simmons not being out there and this, that, and the other? What was your number one concern you brought up just last podcast with Embiid only?
Shooters, really?
No,
Around
like
them? Is that
him
what you're talking
overall. Like
about? His health, yeah. Yep.
So you traded away the one guy that was giving him valuable minutes to give him a break, and Andre Drummond too. That's also a little pivotal in this.
It definitely
to
is.
give him a break. I'm talking about a little break off the court where anywhere between 16 minutes a game, he can relieve him. He's not going to get that offensively from the thing, but from the perimeter. But he can go out there, grab rebounds, block. All I'm saying is that kind of hurts a little bit.
It definitely does, man. It definitely does. I think they, for whatever reason, they love Tobias and they love Maxey. They were able to keep those pieces there, so they have to come in clutch come playoff time as well. But
so their roster right now, the Nets. This is the reason why I think they got so much better, especially if everyone's healthy. We'll say healthy. Ben Simmons, Patty Mills, who can go off at any point, which you guys know. Kyrie, who you just touched on. Joe Harris, nice shooting piece, right?
Yep.
Three-point master. Blake Griffin, whatever, off the bench. Kevin Durant, Andre Drummond, Seth Curry, and LaMarcus Aldridge. That sounds like a pretty fucking deep team, and you have stars at the top too. How often do you see that deep of a team that still have the stars too?
yeah,
The Nets, in my opinion, made themselves a championship contender again. I don't think they really were there this year because you had the 50-50 game split. You had James Harden playing whatever crybaby shit. Durant's getting banged up because he's playing 38 minutes a game.
Yeah, for him, yeah.
And now you just added all that. I like what I'm seeing for them. I'm not a Durant guy, you know that, but that's going to be a tough goddamn out right there. And they should be the one of the East favorites.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, and then Paul Millsap, I guess, went to either way. Paul Millsap, right?
Yeah.
We talked about the Celtics. We talked about the Mavericks, the Rockets. We'll touch on these small, cute little things quick. The GOAT of halfpipe, Shaun White, takes his final run in the Olympics, finishing 4th as he did in Sochi 4 years ago. White was emotional in his final of 25-year career, changing the landscape of the halfpipe. A gold medal in Torino. It says Torino. Is that right?
Sure.
I don't know
Take
how
it.
Torino is, but or is it Toronto?
I don't know.
It says Torino. That's where I grabbed. I was like, Either way, a gold medal in Vancouver, a gold medal in Pyeongchang. A peer legend.
Pee on who?
Pee on your brother if he pisses you off. Or if someone's in a bathtub, passed out. But just a legend walking away. It was emotional kind of seeing that, and it dawned on him. So
Pure legend, man.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
stuff he could do was like video game shit, man. On the half pipe, it was so fun. I didn't tune into much, but if he was about to go, it's like, all right, let's watch.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
felt
God.
you felt some American
Yeah.
Star Spangled Banner
Yeah.
shit coming across to you, right? When
Heck
you heard
yeah.
he was coming up.
He did the
Ev-
best commercials.
Did he?
He had the funniest commercials
Oh,
growing
yeah.
up.
Yeah, he did.
I can't remember what they were.
Was he?
Like,
Did he have one of the gums? He had some kind of gum. in
what's
it.
that?
Yeah, Mountain Dew, like a few different things.
He was every one of these guys. I think it was like Chen or whoever the hell just rolled and ended up winning that. All these guys idol this man right here. This is like you're watching Jordan roll, right? You're
Tony
watching
Hawk.
Tony Hawk
You're
of
watching
pro
Tony
skating.
Hawk,
You're
right?
watching in person.
Yeah.
Exactly. Kind of a sad day. That's the reason why I also brought it up too.
Yep.
You know, whenever you see, and we're getting a lot of them here in the last like few years here. We're watching a lot of our guys
Yeah,
that we
finally
kind of
retired.
grew up with. That's it. You know.
My favorite thing watching him, he was getting interviewed when he was young. He was like 17, 18. And he's talking about, hey, we're up in this spot and we're getting drinks delivered to us and blah, 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 and all this stuff. And the reporter's like, hold on. I think maybe he was 19. She's like, you're 19 years old. What are you getting served to you? And he's like, oh, Mountain Dew. What do you mean?
Mountain Dew.
Like Mountain Dew. That's what they were serving us. No big deal. Like, just played it off. Just so smooth, man.
Heck
This
yeah,
guy
man.
he's a legend for sure.
Whenever I hear of Shaun White, I always think of Dave Mira too.
Yeah,
And
that's a good one.
BMX.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like it was
And
always
so those
two.
so in your opinion, that'd be like the three cornerstones of like if you want to call it extreme sports.
Oh
but-
yes.
Yeah.
So
for
those
sure.
are the
Yeah.
guys that you know. When you say it, you are Dave Mira, synonymous with BMX, Tony Hawk, obviously.
Right.
Maybe extreme
Skateboarding.
sports in general, because he could also snowboard too. Let's not take that away from the guy, but definitely skateboarding.
Yeah.
Then Shaun White, clearly
Yeah.
skateboarding,
And
right?
Pastrana.
Or snowboarding.
And you got to throw Pastrana.
Oh, yeah.
Pastrana.
Yeah.
No, Pastrama's right.
Pastrana.
Or
Yeah,
is it
Pastrana.
the other guy? I was
Pat.
thinking of is it Corey Hart or Carey Hart? I can't remember which one it is.
can't remember now.
But same,
I know who you're talking
same
about.
sport though. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Dave Pastrana. Dave.
Something.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to talk, at least get it right.
Dave Pastrana.
Pastrami? It's not
Yeah.
pastrami.
I mean,
I
we're
can't
not talking
spaghetti.
about the little guy you named in your pants. We're not talking about
Yo, Nubs, pastrami down here. Yeah. So just, how to say, just kind of like a little sad thing, but awesome all at the same time. Just makes you reflect on the greatness that he had. U.S. So touch on the small things of this. I'm still not chatting about the country that the Olympics are in. In fact, we haven't been talking much Olympics at all because it's bullshit. But U.S. Ski and Snowboard confirmed Friday that it is investigating allegations of sexual misconduct and inappropriate behavior on the U.S. snowboard team, including by longtime head coach Peter Foley. The investigation was spurred by Instagram posts made by former athlete Callan Kithluk Sifsoff, a member of the 2010 U.S. Olympic snowboard team. Evidently, that coach, Peter Foley, has all kinds of like naked photos of the females,
No. Whoa.
stuff like that.
And there's a couple big ones coming out, too. There's that, and then I seen the Russia figure skater that's 15, tested apparently, supposedly, allegedly positive for steroids, which is taken for eczema and something else, but it also basically endurance basically is what it is. That's why it's banned. But it would elevate the United States to gold, and that's why it's such a big deal if they get
Oh my
disqualified. It would elevate the United States to gold, which they have never gotten a gold ever. So, and some kind of figure skating.
Some
Yeah.
price speed or something. Yep.
Back to your story though.
Yeah.
It sucks hearing stuff like this, especially when
Yeah.
it comes
It
to the
doesn't
coaches.
stop, right?
Yeah, because
Yep.
just what was it, a few years ago we heard about the Olympics it was gymnastics, right? The gymnastics coach that did the same shit, and I think it's still going on. in courts and stuff like that. It's like, fuck, man. You're in a position of power, so you take advantage of this stuff.
It's just so
young,
sick.
young athletes.
I'm so sick of it. You know how you'll never end shit like this. You'll never end shit like real nasty stuff or whatever in general in normal society. But how you put a fucking as close as you can get to stopping it, put the harshest of penalties on each one of it.
You got it.
That's exactly like if you're talking if a dude making meth or female, not trying to make it sexist, if you're making methamphetamine and you get 25 years for getting caught making methamphetamine, why in the hell wouldn't you get 25 years for, if it's proven, anything sexual when it comes to a position of power, especially like this, where you hold something over people?
Yeah.
And anything to do with children. And quite honestly, I think most of us have the same opinion. I could be wrong, but if it's anything to do with children in any way, shape, or form, you should. Actually, I will literally pay for every single one. I will pay for the bullets, and you take them outside back behind the woodshed, and you park them right between the eyeballs.
Yep.
And as soon as they're 100% proven guilty, 100% everything, there's no doubt. Save the taxpayer money. Take them out back.
Don't let them sit in prison. You keep paying to feed them.
No, exactly.
What I honestly think should happen is when they go to prison, if they get killed by a fellow inmate, that guy should get time reduced.
Saves you the money, too.
Hold on. Easy.
Why?
Because say there's some, like, real-life murderers that are, like, killing their families and stuff like that, and he does it. Let's hold it. But let's put, like, $1,000 in his commissary.
Let him get the goods.
Yeah, we don't want to just let
the
you
goods.
Time reduced on
Right.
some of these. But yes,
some of y'all are
some
hardcore,
sort of compensation.
But yes, absolutely.
No, the thing that
Put them
sucks.
in the cartel side.
So we could do that, right? That
And
makes
tell 'em
sense
what
for
they did.
punishment.
Yeah.
But it's like when you're in that position of power, it's not only that position of power. Where else are those people going to go for a professional career after? Like the Olympics are where it's at.
Olympic. Yeah, exactly.
Right? There's no other, we talked about wrestling. The only place you can go is the Olympics. There's no unless it's WWE professional wrestling or something, right? Like things like that where really your peak is there. And that guy is controlling whether I get there or not and how well I can do, that type of thing. You have all the power, man.
Oh, yeah.
So
you can hold it over them.
It sucks, especially for the females, because that's where we hear all of this, right?
Yeah.
Who knows how often it's happening?
More times than not, but unfortunately, it's been happening. So that I'm 100% politically correct. Massively, unfortunately, for everybody involved, but also the young kids, as in the young boys, because they're even less likely to come out and say that they have a problem. We talked about the hockey one. Not hockey.
Right. It's hard to come out and say that. Yeah.
It's hard to come out and even say that as a man that you were taken advantage of. You were taken advantage of for playing time or whatever, or however you move your way up. But then on top of that, you were taking your manhood could have been just flat out taken away. So, but yes, not anything different than a female happening either. I'm just pointing out that.
Yeah, definitely.
The NFL blamed the Commanders for blocking access to over 100,000 documents related to the investigation in a letter to the House Oversight Committee. Committee spokesperson said they received the NFL's letter but maintained that documents released last week show NFL and the Commanders clearly agreed to pursue a joint legal strategy. While the NFL and Commanders continue to point fingers at each other, the fact remains that the NFL still has not turned over the findings of the Wilkinson investigation or the underlining documents to the committee, the statement read. Until the NFL holds Mr. Snyder accountable and stops hiding the truth about the outrageous workplace conduct under his watch, the league's claims about transparency and accountability will continue to ring hollow. That's a lot read off right there.
This only confirms that he's got something on the NFL that they don't want out in the public.
Yep.
So they're dragging this out, obviously not releasing stuff.
Well, that
and
trying to team up.
Right, trying to show they try to team up, and now kind of trying to point the fingers, like, hold on, it's their fault. But really, it is their fault. They're holding some version of it up as well. I think this only confirms it, from my point of view, that Mr. Snyder has something, knows something, or their name, whoever high up, is somewhere it shouldn't be.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm going to call it right now. What's going to happen is we're not going to find out much. Or why, but Goodell is going to step down and so is Schneider. before something actually comes out to provide evidence, they're going to be like, yeah, I'm out. And then we're not going to hear why. We're not going to hear
They'll
what
disappear off the face of the planet?
Yep.
I'll let you go in 1 sec. I disagree because I think this House committee is going to press the other way. You're going to find it out, and because they have the information. They've already stated that they have the information showing that the NFL is already in cahoots. That's what that statement said. So that you guys are trying to joint this together and trying to
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. I agree with you on the part that I think those guys are going to try to disappear, and they'll try to disappear off the face of the planet. I agree with that. And he's trying to do a lot of masking over stuff like that, and of course they had that going on. They had the racial hires and all that stuff, the diversity hires, and he has a lot coming at him. Self-induced, Holmes, and I agree. And I agree with you 1,000% in the aspect that they will. But I think finally with them dipping in, I think the NFL dipped their head in this and their ears in this, so they could try to slow down anything that will come out of theirs.
Oh, definitely.
The independent investigation, they could try to just eventually thrash the Commanders.
Yeah.
Which they should get thrashed, don't get me wrong, but the NFL is behind a lot of fucking shit, right?
Yeah.
There's no way.
Miles, what you got?
Well, I believe
You falling asleep over there, Beauchart?
I believe they have found some things on this, and I'm not going to try to make light.
Talking to the mic, Miles.
I believe they have found things on here, and I'm not saying that it's all going to be good or bad, but for my Cowboys fans out there, please let Jerry Jones be in these fucking emails.
Hey, not a bad idea.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what he's saying.
Hey,
Get
not
him
a
out
bad
of the seat.
idea.
Stephen Jones,
Get him out of there.
Stephen Jones probably has a sign in to his dad's. He's like,
yeah.
I got this.
I got it.
Yeah, he needs to
like,
be.
Stephen Jones looks like he knows what. I think he knows what he'd be doing if he didn't have Papa.
Yes.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Come
We have a dude rocking a Cowboys.
He
hat
kept
over
him
there,
from
too.
drafting Johnny Manziel, and that was the best thing that ever happened.
Yeah, because I think
'Cause
Jerry got up to
yeah.
take a piss.
Right, or something happened, and he was like, "Yeah."
He's like, "Hey,
Zach
Pop.
Martin instead.
Hey, Pops, look at that over there. We have a nice new screen. Call it up."
Yep.
Hey,
Miles, would you ever get a face tattoo?
Would I get a face tattoo?
Yeah, or a neck tattoo.
Or what would it take to get it?
Yeah, what would it take?
I'd get a neck tattoo.
No, what would it take to get a face tattoo?
like a Mike Tyson tattoo.
Yeah,
Like
Rams
Oh,
logo.
Rams
what would it
logo.
take?
You
get
can
the
get whatever
Ram-
you
you get the
want on
Rams
there,
logo?
but what would it take for someone to entice you to do it?
Jimmer said he'll do a neck tattoo bet with you.
I will not put
He's
that trashy
taking
shit
he's
on
taking
there.
Cincy, and you're taking Rams.
All due respect to anyone that does have them on there, I'm just not into that.
Doesn't matter. You're betting.
Especially if it's a sparrow.
I'm betting for you
Especially
with
if
your
it's
neck.
a sparrow. Is that what it was? Isn't that what he had?
Yes.
Okay.
Two of them. He had two of them, not
They had
just
two
one
of
of them. One on each side.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you saying though?
I would totally get one.
Well-
not a face tattoo.
No, I'm saying what would it take to get you to do a face tattoo? That was my question.
Like what? I have no idea. Like I would
dollar
really-
amount?
I
Would
would
they have to buy
willingly do
your
it.
house? What
10
would-
grand.
I
Miles, I'll
would
give you 10
willingly
grand.
If they
do it.
came in and said they buy your house out for you and you get to keep the house, the whole works. You never have to make a house payment ever again.
Fuck it, do it.
That you put
There
it on
you
your
go.
face. There you go.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking. What would it take?
Me and my kids living good.
There you go. Dad looks like a moron, but
Already looks like a moron
Hey,
without it.
Miles, all you gotta do, just get some teardrops. That way people don't fuck with you.
Yeah,
As
that'll
long,
go-
as,
exactly.
long, as long as it's not a mushroom stamp on my forehead, we're all right.
Hold on. What would it take to get a mushroom stamp on your forehead? Tattooed up there.
Are we talking a tattoo or the actual imprint?
No, we just take that. We'll
First
do
of all,
that
we've got
ourselves.
the imprint, okay?
Yeah.
Right, we'll take care of that. I'm talking about
Not too
tattoo.
big, but
Yeah.
Right, we're still hitting it.
Got to make it
My
look
wife
like a
says she
scar.
loves me.
Just make it look like a scar.
How much you got left over there, Jimmer?
Oh, we got a bit. Want to break it up? Go ahead.
Let's
You
do
read
it.
law?
Rio's
That's good.
random.
Huh?
we'll go Rio's randoms.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Bose Power Washing out of Belmont, Iowa. You can hit him up for our power washing needs, cleaning needs. He does gutters. He'll push snow, move snow for you.
Lawn mowing.
Lawn mowing in the spring, in the summer.
Cleaning.
Hit him up at 641-903-1720.
And
Yeah,
he's in house tonight.
That
Shout
he
it
is.
out. Can't hear you.
Hell yeah.
There
Let's
we
go.
go.
There we go.
We're going to call him Dr. Bo. He doesn't just do power washing, right? He's kind of a jack of all trades.
Did you say Dr. Blow?
Dr. Bo, baby.
Oh, Bo.
Dr. Blow, I got real excited there for a minute.
Dr. Blow.
almost
He was taking a
raised,
drink.
almost raised the table a little bit.
He's like, what all do you do?
Let's be real. If you're watching, there's a reason you have not seen him. He's under the table, all right?
Right.
Just
Come out.
taking care of things one by one. But
Great.
no, he's good shit.
A very big fan of the show, big favorite
he
of our
is.
show, so we appreciate him.
Yeah.
All right. If you had to put one celebrity tattoo on your body, celebrity's face, right? They're making you do it. Who are you going with? And where?
Mila Kunis on my ass cheek.
There you go.
Why don't we put it right next to your dong? Like right here.
Because I feel like that would hurt like hell.
No,
I
like
don't
the
know
inner
about
part of your
that.
leg, maybe?
The
Like
inner part of your leg?
Not the inner, but like right on the front side. Like she'd be kind of like even face profile like towards your dong. Like, kind of like.
Ooh, yeah, if we could get the face right.
Yeah,
She's
just
looking
kind of
up.
like, yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
I'm in
see?
for that. Yeah, yeah.
What do you got, Myles?
Chris Farley on my neck.
Jesus Christ. What? I live in a van down
Farley
by
on
the
my
river.
Oh, my God.
Looks lady.
I love it.
So I don't know which way I'd go with this.
That
like
Veronica
usual.
Vaughn has one nice hiney.
Oh, let's see. I would probably go. It'd have to be a little bit younger version of herself, but Mariah Carey nude, and we'll do it. Do it on the leg,
Right.
calf,
Like we talked. Oh, calf.
On the
you're going
calf.
calf.
Heck
Oh
yeah.
yeah, fuck yeah.
Dude.
I wear shorts a lot, so you're gonna see her nice
Yep.
round rack that way.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, my wife already knows. And you know what? I don't even feel bad about talking about this anymore because my wife, every time a dude comes on that's like, especially 40 plus, I need to look out and worry. We have like The Rock.
Chris
She has-
Pratt.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. There was another. Oh, Jason Momoa is Thor.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
my God! And then she's like, I shouldn't even say that. Say what I was gonna say, but she's over there like during that Thor scene where he's going like
She
that.
got
I
that
look over at her.
She
and
got that
she's-
lady boner just going on.
and,
huh?
and she's just like, you can see the drool. I'm like, hey, can you wrap
Close
the
your
fuck-
mouth.
Can you wrap the
Damn
fucking
it.
tongue up?
Yeah.
I guarantee you'd be pissed if I had my dong in my hand while fucking old
Right.
girls just fake making out or,
Right now.
side humping with
Go-
Cinemax.
Go change your
softcore.
pants, girl.
Yeah.
And get
She's
out
over
here.
there with a blanket covered up, like
Yeah.
way more than normal. You know.
You get that tattooed
yeah.
on your leg, you'll find me looking under your shower beating it.
Jesus.
I'd say Mariah. I want to say probably about 10, 15 years ago, somewhere in that ballpark in the early 2000s.
Heck yeah.
And nude.
Okay.
Would you still today drink her bathwater?
Yes.
Okay.
Nope, it's still Mariah Carey. Okay,
Today,
hold on.
I
I'm
don't
going to
know.
give you a little offshoot of Rio's random.
Okay. Yeah.
Whose bathwater would you drink?
Whose bath?
If you had to, let's say you're not in a blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. Someone's holding a gun to your head.
Okay, I'll go my tattoo person, and I would also drink her bathwater.
Okay.
Jennifer Aniston.
Ooh,
Let's go.
Like today, doesn't
Dude,
matter, right?
today
that
doesn't
don't
matter.
matter.
Doesn't matter.
Actually,
I'm doing
more
that
today. Hold on, more
Doing it
today
today. Oh,
than
yeah.
back in her friend's days.
Definitely.
I think
Yeah.
she's hotter now
you
than then.
know I like the older women. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a gilf
Well,
hunter.
Well, obviously they sense it because they're all over that shit. They're like, "What is that? Cat and catnip? Fuck."
Fuck
Get it.
Yeah.
What was that? How are they like? No, do the hand motion too.
No, I can't do that. I can't
I can't even get creative. It's
Okay.
going to be Mila Kunis,
Yeah.
right? So,
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
But I helped you turn creative, and you
All
were
right,
putting on-
Miles.
I like
Whose
it.
bathwater are you drinking?
Adam
Bathroom.
Sandler.
Jesus Christ.
Shut the fuck up.
Just after a sweaty day at the basketball court.
Oh, no.
He's just.
You do know that about him, right?
Yeah, he's a
Like,
baller for real.
well, no, for real, yes. But you know, every shoot that he ever does, he has. If there isn't one there, he has a basketball
basketball
court
hoop.
built.
Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah,
So that he can ball in between.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
No, I literally wanted to say Pamela Anderson after set.
What in the
After
hell's
what?
going on?
After her set.
After she films.
So like, dude, stuff is just
What-
leaking
what
out.
are you talking about?
Dude, you're nasty,
She wasn't
bro.
a porn star.
What the hell?
Oh, yeah?
No, she.
Yeah?
No,
Yeah.
she. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Dude, you
I have
are
a
one-
great argument for that. She's not a porn-
Everybody in the world saw that shit.
Hold on.
'Kay?
First off, you're not even letting me talk. That is not a porn star. She made the greatest sex tape possibly of all time. If we're going to count you as a porn star versus a sex tape, we'd all be fucking millionaires, or at least any of us have a sack of videotaping while we're fucking our wives or girlfriends. Myles shows his dick inexplicably on accident.
For free.
For free. This is the guy that
Porn
I was
star.
talking about having his cock on his phone. Oh, that's a dick, and that's a penis.
Said he had a good dick day.
I had a good dick day. I'm like, why'd you have your phone? Why'd you have your dick on your phone? It was a good cock day.
You don't get very many of those.
No, but you're missing the point.
But
He's drinking the bathwater after she's done.
after she's done, regardless of what
Yeah.
she's doing. Got you.
Kidding
That's
real.
nasty.
Yeah.
No, after she's done with the video.
I know. I said
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Nasty.
so
why
nasty.
don't you just take the straw and stick it right up in her? Fuck the water
He's like,
at that
"Get
point.
He's like,
Fuck
that's
the
not-
water at that point.
he's like, that's not out of the
You're trying to
question.
turn it into the ocean
No,
water?
no, don't we need a
disgusting.
turkey baster?
Turkey baster, baby. Anyone that's listened to all of our episodes can know what all this stuff
That's
means.
disgusting.
Yeah, but, like,
you're
seriously.
nasty.
What?
You felch it out.
No. Raw and uncut, baby.
Go ahead. Let me
There we
educate
go.
everyone what a felching is. It's when a dude blows up in a chick, takes a straw, and sucks it back out.
What do you mean blows up?
Do that all the time.
Take whatever you want from that.
I'm not
Take
sure.
whatever you want from that. Are the microphones all working this time, Rio?
Seem to be.
Are you
Check,
sure?
check.
Yes.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
That they are.
Okay.
So what was that?
Yeah. Who's
What's
yours?
your
Blows
next
up.
one? What's your next one?
Sorry.
No, who's yours?
I already said mine.
Sure.
Oh,
Mariah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
I'd still do
What's-
Mariah. Probably.
Who is your favorite stand-up comedian?
right now, all time, or does it
Just give me your favorite.
just go with right now?
Dave Chappelle.
Damn.
Oh.
He might be the GOAT.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is pretty
Is
good.
that not? We were just talking about the
pretty good.
goats too. That's
Yes.
pretty damn good.
Yep.
Since you already snagged him, I'll go next. I'm gonna steal the next one.
Damn it.
Burt Kreischer, baby.
Bert Kreischer.
That is there. I have not watched one. Even I can't remember the name of the one off the top of my head right now. There's one that wasn't as good as what he normally produces, but I still laugh my ass off. Me and my wife laugh, and me and my wife have different senses of comedy and stuff that we laugh at. We both laugh our ass off at that guy, and yes, it is Burt Kreischer all day.
Okay.
Did Dave Chappelle beat cancel culture?
He's one of the few that have.
Yeah, seems like it.
Well,
I know who you're gonna say.
He's one hell of a guy. That's why.
Yeah, he is 100%. I know who you're gonna say. So we're all in the same group of this situation.
Yeah.
So fuck everybody, and Joe Rogan is gonna be my favorite stand-up comedian.
Joe Rogan.
All right.
Hilarious. Yes.
Shout
Hey,
out.
I
Why are
love
you
it.
saying fuck everybody?
Because there's a lot of people that want to cancel Mr. Rogan. Speaking of what Myles
Yeah.
just said.
That is true. Shut the fuck up.
Ooh.
Yeah, he was pretty great.
Do you know why?
Yeah. No,
James.
you're not that old, bro.
James, do you know why they're trying to cancel
But
him?
I'm with
Yes.
you. He's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. If you want to clarify a little bit, you can. But let Rio make his answer.
Tom Segura. Tom Segura.
I knew you were gonna go that
Hilarious,
route.
dude.
I knew you were gonna go that route. He.
Hey, same party. We're
Yep,
all in
Same
it.
party.
Let's go.
You know it.
We're also. Can we give a shout out to one thing quick? And that is one of me and your favorite skits.
Which one?
Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn.
Oh yeah.
Theo Vaughn and the cocaine night.
And the cocaine.
The cocaine.
Yes.
Hey, let's give
Hilarious.
honorable
He's pretty
mention to
good.
Theo Vaughn too, because he's fucking hilarious.
He is.
He
He
is.
is hilarious.
He's
He
so
is.
good.
But honorable mention. But definitely that skit alone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Talks
or Meth
about-
P. Meth
yeah,
P is up there.
Meth P, old girl.
That
I
chick,
can't remember
her name
What
off the top of my
was her
head. She was hilarious.
Theo
You watch that
Vaughn.
sometime?
Yes, hilarious.
Go ahead.
Well, so they're wanting to cancel him over, or Joe Rogan. They're wanting to cancel him over his medical advice that he had gave out during the pandemic.
That's where it started.
That's
yes.
where it started.
That's where
Yeah.
it started, and then they needed something, and that something was, if you read the quotes and if you watched the show, he was talking about black people in Africa.
Well, there's a few different things.
He didn't see it like that.
Yeah,
and people
there was a
shot.
few different things. So
Okay, go ahead.
basically, instead of saying somebody said this, and the N word, he would say everything that they said. Or he would say a joke and use the N word, but actually say it instead of. So he's not like calling somebody
Because it's part of the
that
joke.
word.
You mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Just like singing a song and the rapper that puts
Exactly.
the word in the song, and you're
Right.
not supposed to sing the song or sing the word.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah. So
Don't
that's
get
what
me
it's
wrong,
involved
when I-
to, Miles.
I'm not saying
You
I
know?
feel comfortable saying it when I am like ripping into and singing shit like that. But regardless, if you were to say it, if you don't want it said, don't put it in the fucking words.
Yeah.
Don't
that-
put it in the joke. Don't do
That's not the only one. So I thought you were going to talk about Dave Chappelle. So they're trying to cancel Dave Chappelle right now too.
Over his transgender stuff.
Nope, beyond that.
No.
So he lives in this tiny town in Ohio. He lives in the middle of nowhere, right?
Okay. Still?
And yeah, still.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He wants to stay away from everybody.
I know he
That's how
does, and
is,
we
yeah.
remember that because he did that one world's longest stand-up. It was like 6 or 8
in
hours.
his backyard or whatever. Yeah.
And it was a big deal because he went so long without doing stand-up, and nobody knew why. And the reason why is because he deals with like anxiety. He doesn't like being around a bunch of people. And He doesn't like that shit.
Yeah,
so,
he's unique, right? He doesn't do social media or anything like that either, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. But what they're trying to cancel him for right now is what they want to do where he lives is they're trying to develop this housing complex, basically call it projects, right? So government-funded housing projects right near where he lives. And he doesn't want that to happen. He's like, there's a reason I moved out here. There's a reason I live in the middle of nowhere, away from everything, and you want to do this. So he basically is in a fight with the community. I don't know if it's the city, the county. I don't know how that works. But he's like, listen, we've got $11 million worth of business, worth of whatever here. He's like, if you're going to do this, you're going to lose all of that. And so now cancel culture is trying to come at him because it's like basically a racist thing, even though he's black, right? Because he doesn't want communities to move in.
I didn't realize he was like fed from a silver spoon.
Yeah, he's definitally not.
Oh,
So,
weird.
yeah.
So he can't give his opinion and a truly based opinion off of also where he came from and facts are facts.
Only if it fits
Let's-
what you
let's-
want him to say, right?
Right, only if it fits what-
Exactly. So mind you, so when I say some of the stuff that I do say, let's make this very clear. I grew up in low housing, low payment housing, the apartments, the whole goddamn works.
Yep.
It is not good. That's the reason why I don't feel bad for people that when they say that I couldn't do this, I'm like, no. We're in the land of opportunity, Holmes. You may have to work harder if you start there to get yourself the fuck out of there. You have to work harder, but you have the opportunity. The United States gives you the opportunity to if you want to work. If you want to work, you can dig yourself out of anything.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, those projects or however you want to call it, the government assisted places like that, it's not good for the economy.
It's not good for them either.
And it's not good for them either. I mean, that isn't. I'm not saying people don't need places to live. Don't get me wrong, but why would you willingly bring something that you don't need then? You know, like I said, I lived in them, people. I lived in them.
Yep, 100%.
Granted, people need that stuff, and I get it, but that's the reason why you work your way up. That's where you work your way up and out.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
right.
I definitely agree. So I thought you were talking about Chappelle. That's why I brought that up.
Yep.
I just heard that today,
That's
so
fine.
pretty big deal. But what else, Rio?
All right. My last one. What game show, celebrity TV show do you think that you could win?
Oh, so I think
Softest throat. We got it, Jimmer.
I there's a few that I think I could.
Okay. It's 100% you think you could just tear up.
Depending on the questions, I wanted to say Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but you could. I've seen some really rough questions. Even starting with question 1 on that before,
Right.
like burning them through. But I've seen other ones.
What a
where I'm like,
loser. What a loser if you go out on question 1, though.
I know,
right? Just like-
right? And then, actually, I think I'd feel more like a loser not only going out on question 1, but using a lifeline on question 1. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Oh, yeah.
I've seen them get very tough on that. Is what I'm getting at. I always feel like I can. I bet you I'd be wrong, but it's that. Is it called The Cube? Dwayne Wade. You guys
Oh.
watch that?
No.
That shit is entertaining to watch. It really is.
Yeah,
And you're
okay.
in this box. You don't think anything about it. Oh, well, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. And you find out, like, damn. So I would say The Cube, but I venture a guess I probably wouldn't be able to. You know what I'm saying? I'm a realist in that, but I feel like I could.
Okay.
So The Cube.
What do you got, Miles?
I'm going with Survivor.
Get the fuck
Okay.
out of here.
That's not a game show.
Shit,
Yes, it is.
day one.
No.
Day
I get
one,
it.
you're
Day
done,
one, you're dead,
Miles.
But
though.
let me tell you how
Yeah,
I'm
especially
gonna.
him.
Let me tell you how I'm gonna win.
You should
gonna-
go Big Brother.
I'm
You should have went Big Brother.
I'm gonna stir the pot. Just
That's
the
Big Brother
whole-
then. No, change yours right now.
All
to
right,
Big Brother.
Big Brother. Big
God
Brother.
dang it, I was going Big Brother.
I'm gonna
Were
stir.
ya?
Yes.
I'm gonna stir that pot all day. I'm gonna be like, hey,
Yes.
this guy said this about you.
He'd be playing in the background just watching it happen.
and then I'll be like, standing there in the corner. All right, do you want me to give you my vote, or do you want the POV, the power of veto? And then when everybody like so,
Dude, your first one out. I can just hear it now.
I kind of want to change mine though.
and then everybody comes to my
changes.
room.
I didn't know you were counting that.
I'm
The
going
Survivor.
with
I would go to Survivor. I think I could.
You're not
easily do
winning
that.
Survivor.
That's
Yeah,
false.
How do you?
No,
know?
I have all this cushion that I could shred all that fucking shit, baby. I have more than what anyone
How
else
the
does.
fuck
Let's do
do
this.
you kick me off of Survivor and you go to
Hey,
Survivor?
you know you have to win all the challenges and stuff, too.
Because you're doing the psychological
Jimmer's not
side.
making that
Yeah,
swimming
yeah, I'm
challenge
just
at
Yes,
all.
I am. Yes, I am. I can swim. No, but you're trying to do the psychological side. Why wouldn't you want to do the Big Brother part?
But you know what?
Survivor is it is a little bit, but not
Hey,
quite.
don't hate on his freaking answer. All right,
Yep.
Danny, what do you got?
You're good.
Naked and Afraid. No, I don't know. I don't watch a lot of those shows.
because you're afraid to be naked.
No, I don't watch. I've never in my life watched Big Brother or Survivor. I know what they are, but I've never watched them. Right, so I'm gonna go back to some glory days. And I've been watching this show for like 35 years, basically. Price is Right. I think I could dominate that show.
Okay.
I can guess the prices of all that shit.
Yeah, you got it down
we can
now?
get rolling. Yeah, I feel like I could get
Can
the
you
feel
do it now
of the
though?
wheel.
Can you do it now though?
Oh, with inflation? I don't
Inflation,
know.
bro.
Yeah, I could do a calculation. We can figure that
Okay.
out real quick, right?
All right.
And then
I like it.
the feel of the wheel. I feel like I can understand where to get that.
The feel of the wheel.
Yeah. You know, you're like, okay, I got it. I'm going Price is
Let me
Right,
give
baby.
you an answer, Bob.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna go with Amazing Race. I think
Okay.
I could do fairly well there. The travel, I like traveling. It doesn't bother me as much. I can sleep anywhere. Ain't that right?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, absolutely.
So
You'd kill your wife though.
I can what?
You'd kill your wife. Who are you taking with you on that one?
Oh,
You-
I
give
mean,
me
it's
an answer
whoever.
on that
It's
one.
I don't know.
No, you have to take somebody.
Who I'm taking?
You gotta take someone because it's always twos.
That is true.
You gotta take somebody with you.
Probably old not condom baggy. Probably my buddy Tyler. I'd
There you
probably
go.
take him.
I thought you were gonna say like Travis from work or something.
Hey,
First of all, I think you and Beauchard could win.
Me and Beauchard are really good at pairing up and doing things like
Yeah.
bags.
I was saying
golf.
Beauchard and his golf game that comes to another level when he sits on your cart with you.
Yeah, I know we get crazy.
Danny,
You're nuts.
I got a game for you.
All right, I'm in.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Stop. Do you know that game?
I don't know.
You know what? You know one game I know for a fact that I didn't even put up that I win every time. I'm undefeated.
Deal or
The
no
Miley
deal?
Show.
Oh,
Touche.
Undefeated.
You've run that. All right.
That
Touche.
I'll give that to you.
That last one was tough though. I think
That
there was
one.
very few answers we all got right.
Yeah,
It was tough.
Don't.
The only one because we shot it in the dark. The last one.
You shot
Yeah.
it in the dark.
Yeah, kind of like when you come over. And that's what I have for Rio's randoms tonight.
Brought to you by.
Bose Power Washing.
No belly button question tonight.
Not
No,
tonight.
not tonight, buddy.
I got
Okay.
one question for you, which just so that we could show how dumb Rio is.
Okay.
Which month would you take out of the calendar year?
January.
Is there any way? Hold on.
I can't take it out. It's my birthday. Why would I
Can
get
you
rid of
take?
my birthday
Can
month?
you take? Stop. Can you take your? You'd have a new
Yeah,
birthday.
What's your number 2, Miles?
Miles? No, not your number 2. Let's say give me 3 months that you would not get rid of, no matter what.
June, July, August.
Thank you.
This dipshit
I said
says
June.
June
I'll get rid of
to
June.
get rid of.
What?
That's the dumbest thing you've ever heard,
Why
right?
you get
Right
rid
to
of-
July 4th, and then August rolls around, and
tell
you're
me
right into
stop.
football season.
Yeah, you get that much closer when you get rid of January too. You get that much closer to June, July.
I need
August.
to. I need to spend time with my family before football season. Jeez.
Yeah.
Why
You,
say
you hear this guy though? June.
get out of here. Get out of here.
Are you picking June, Beauchart?
I'm shitting June out in the woods.
To get rid of.
To
You
get
gotta
rid
remember,
of.
he likes to plow
To get
snow.
rid of. I'm not gonna put you on this.
I'm not picking June.
No.
He's not picking.
not picking
But he
June.
doesn't.
What
But
do
he's
you
not
th-
gonna say it the other way because he's like, "Oh, Rio, I'm part of the."
It'd be like that sometimes.
Be like that.
Yeah, he picked you to go to Amazing Race. So you're like, no, I'll get rid of that.
Beauchard, off the cuff, if you were to pick 1 month, what are you getting rid of?
Yeah.
Just off the cuff. Okay.
What the hell? Thanksgiving? Okay, now you got to hate on him. Okay, so
No, June's still horrible.
June's the worst by far.
Yeah.
no,
Not
are you
even
kidding?
close.
But November's
There's a reason for that, and I won't go into
okay.
All right.
It's the last time he sucked dick.
It is not. It is not.
That's only 4 months ago.
And he would not do. He would not do that. He takes care of. He takes care of the show.
That's right. He on
guy.
camera, he wouldn't.
Not a kid. I'm bashful.
Haven't you
I'm
heard?
bashful.
Never bite
Yeah.
the dick that beats.
There's a reason
I've
why.
never heard that.
Hold on. There's a
What the
reason.
fuck?
There's a reason why there's a curtain in front of it. So
Hold on. No. Stop.
What?
Oh, did you hear what he
What?
just said? Listen to what he just said.
you say?
he said, "Haven't you heard?" Go ahead, say it.
Never bite the dick that feeds you.
What is your problem, Miles? Miles.
And that's how he got hired as impro.
Exactly. And shout out to.
Oh.
All right. On
Miles-
to the news.
Miles, I'm gonna need the Sprite and some of that peach. We're gonna need another drink.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
All right.
Rio's the DD tonight, so
Yeah. The Pro Football Hall of Fame's class of 2022 has been unlisted. It is unique and a bit uncharacteristic. For the first time since 2012, a first-time eligible finalist was not selected for enshrinement. 4 of the 5 modern-era enshrinees are on the defensive side of the ball, and 4 of the 5 were eligible for at least 10 years. So I'm making it right now. It's called the redemption class. The players that should have been in already up to this point. Tackle, Tony Baselli. Safety, Leroy Butler. If you guys don't know who they're from, I should say that. Tackle, Tony Baselli from the Jaguars. Safety, Leroy Butler from the Packers. Linebacker, Sam Mills from the Saints. Defensive tackle / end, Richard Seymour. Raiders / Patriots. And defensive tackle, Bryant Young, are the modern era enshrinees. Wide receiver Cliff Branch, who was the seniors finalist, former NFL director of officiating Art McNally, contributor finalist, and former Rams, Eagles, Chiefs coach Dick Vermeil were also selected for enshrinement. The class will be formally honored in early August in Canton, Ohio.
is there anybody
Very
missing?
cool.
There's a few.
There's one big one.
So I do have this pulled up still. I left it up because there are a few. And let's see. Let's get to the. Well, first off, I did want to touch on the eligibility. Baselli's been eligible for 16 years.
Holy cow.
Mills,
What?
20 years. Butler, 16 years. Young, 10 years. So that's the reason why I say redemption year. They shouldn't have waited this long. So we say baseball has a problem with theirs, right?
Yeah.
They have a huge problem. The small problem, I think the NFL has most of it correct, except for this, or Pro Football Hall of Fame. If you're eligible, if you have the credentials or you should be a Hall of Famer, there shouldn't be a limit in that year. That's the one thing baseball does have correct. They can have 10 people go in 1 year, but the next year they can have 1 because of the voters.
Yeah.
If you have the players, what do you like? And they are Hall of Famers. I understand first ballot. That's a different category from just being a Hall of Famer. Believe me when I say that. But because they will literally say that at first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
That's the extra title on top of the title, right?
Yeah.
But after that first ballot, if you're a Hall of Famer, you're a Hall of Famer. Otherwise, that's my part of that.
Yeah.
Guys, first eligible candidates that were held out. Devin Hester, which is a goddamn shame right now. I'm going to tell you that.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Stop.
That's the biggest one, in my opinion.
I have 2 others that
There's some big ones, but that's the
biggest
I
one
think.
because it's like, dude, are you kidding me? He literally would turn games over. He is the face of it. Of a kick return, special turn, the whole works. He owns the NFL record.
Yeah.
He's like Barry Bonds.
He's the epitome. The most exciting part about the Bears being in the goddamn Super Bowl not that long ago was Devin Hester.
Yeah.
He was so good. This is why I compare him to Barry Bonds. What did you do to Barry Bonds because you didn't want him to hit a home run?
You would walk him.
Right. That's
so
what they did to Devin Hester.
You would try to kick out of the way of this guy.
And he would go get it.
Punters would get fired the day after because of this man, because they didn't listen to instruction or they didn't get the ball out of his way enough.
Yeah.
Right? And that's exactly, don't worry about what I'm listening to over here.
The heck?
Ad, ESPN. But regardless, that is a shame right there. That's the reason why he should have another one. I'm not saying any one of those should have been replaced with him. What I'm saying is he should just have been another
Part
one.
of it, right? Yeah.
Another one. I'm going to actually go with, and there's two other big ones. Andre Johnson, which I'm not saying that he's first ballot Hall of Famer, so I'm not upset by that one. He didn't have the touchdowns.
He'll get in, right?
He'll get in.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's plenty of receivers with about his same stats. I had to wait too, right? Chris Carter, of all people, had to wait. So you know what? I'm okay with that one. Where I'm not okay possibly here also is DeMarcus Ware.
I don't like that either.
I don't like that either. And
Yeah.
I didn't realize how good. Like, I did realize how good he was, and I realized his stats and all that, but I didn't realize his stretch and dominance in which he did it.
Right.
For, like, there was a 6-year span that he led the NFL in sacks.
Yep.
He was a six-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro, or some shit. It was the what I'm getting at is his accolades and how dominant. And then he went to the Broncos and he held his own. He didn't just jump on as an elderly statesman. He didn't just jump on to a championship contender.
Yeah.
He literally contributed to that.
he dropped down for sure.
And the fact that you don't have him, when I'm saying all this, though, and I'll let you guys go, but as I'm saying this, I don't want any of the guys that literally got approved, especially how long they've waited. I'm saying that that's one thing they can correct. If you are deserving of it, then put it out.
You go in.
You go in.
Also, if it
After first
I'm going to go kind of the other way on this. Okay. It's taking you 20 times you don't deserve to be in then. If you've got skipped over that many times, then you're not good
I'm with
enough
you.
to get in.
I'm with you. Well,
here's the
hold
problem.
on. I take the
You're both
Mills.
right.
No,
For the most.
So I disagree with you on one part of that, and that is Mills deserved to be in. It's because he played for a trash organization in the Saints. Everyone forgets because they've been good for the last 10
Well, I
plus
think
years.
it's where it comes in. Don't cap the number of guys.
Don't cap
too.
it.
But if he deserves to get in, get him in. But after 12, 15, whatever,
If you're at 10 years,
if it's
like,
that time, then
maybe
let it
10
go.
is the number, unless it's something like in that instance right there. Like, hold on. First off, he should have been in. That's the reason why you can't cap the number of people in.
That's exactly right. The cap is the biggest problem.
That's the biggest problem.
Yes.
With that.
Yep.
That's the reason why they keep getting pushed down the list, because
Right.
the list keeps coming up with these sexy
All these
names
studs,
every
right?
every
Exactly.
year. Exactly. You
Yep.
have the Peyton Mannings. You have all these guys coming through. What was that, last year or the year before? The ridiculous one that, I mean, I watched almost, I think, every it wasn't Peyton Manning's. It must have been the year before that. But Peyton Manning's was good because I watched it. But they had a time limit on him. It was the year before that. It was like Raven. It was like a Ravens one and
Ray Lewis and stuff like that.
Ray
right?
Lewis
Yeah.
and all them.
Yeah.
But I watched all those, and that's what you have every year. You have that coming in, and then these guys keep getting forgotten. Well, they haven't done quite enough to upseat this one, so they keep getting pushed back. This is the reason why you got to take that number out and just get the guys in that deserve to be in. You already took the number first ballot off there, okay? They didn't get the first one. Okay, now you're open for
Yeah.
whatever.
Gotcha.
Even with first ballot, you have to take that cap off. In some cases, this year might have been one of those cases. Devin Hester should be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No. You shouldn't have a number on the first ballot. I'm just saying, like, you don't let, like, a Tony Baselli in. I wouldn't let him on the first ballot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, because that's a different distinction in the Hall of Fame, like I just said.
Or
right?
so are you saying when you vote them in? Okay, these are first ballot.
Yep.
These
Yep.
are
Exactly.
gotcha.
That's what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
You let in as many as you want in that particular thing. These are first
Yep.
ballot.
I'm with you.
You know what? Tony Baselli, he's got to wait another year,
Yeah.
Yep.
and then I'll put him in because he is a Hall of Famer. He's just not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Okay.
Got you.
So if they had a Hall of Fame for anything, what are you going in for? Just anything in life. What do you do good that you'd go in a Hall of Fame?
So I was
for?
thinking about this, and this is going to tie back into I should have made a way better choice in that pointless thing that you know in life or you're good at. What was that one you brought up? Your special skill that is
Yeah.
pointless. Is that what it
Yep.
was? And that's I can drink a fuckload. And I can drink it fast too.
You are wrong.
Any version of drinking. There's a lot of people in this room that can. This isn't trying to challenge anybody, but if you want to, I'll fuck you up. But my point is, you've all been some part of where you've seen my ability to drink either the amount, if I'm tested, something stupid like I took the beer bong from the roof.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Exactly, it was a good time.
Yeah.
But like, and my ability to go fast with that too, like, and still hang.
Okay.
So
okay.
I would have to say
So drinking. All right,
Yeah,
Myles.
drinking.
What about you, buddy?
I'd be the comeback kid. The what do they call that?
Come on your back. You're right. You win. You get
Hall of Fame.
Danny, you need to get
Hall of Fame.
You need to wipe that up when you're done.
no matter what, like when you get knocked down, you're back up. Is that what you're talking about?
Like the NFL has the
Come back. Yeah,
yeah,
I get you. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, come back.
So,
you mean like what Dak won this year? Wait, no.
He's not
Who
gonna win.
won?
It's Jay.
Oh, Joey Burrow.
Joey
we're
B.
gonna do
Yep,
it.
that's
He's
right.
taking a shot at you though.
No, I get it. But I'm a Joey B fan.
I don't know if
baby.
you got it right away.
What's up?
JB, baby.
I just
Joe
ordered a
Burr.
jersey, so get it out of
Did
here.
you?
Yeah.
I think
DHK.
I'm gonna get one too. I'm a Joe Burr guy.
Dude, I
Yeah,
am. I
dude.
love
I
it.
think I'm gonna ride it.
I
All
love
right,
it.
I'm leaving.
Go ahead.
No, not for this. Shut up. We haven't even
All
got to
right,
that
so
point.
you're the comeback kid. You make all these stupid decisions, and
then
end
you
up-
rebound.
You rebound.
Yeah, it's it comes in waves, and I'm riding this one pretty good right now. So
All right.
And you're saying
To
this
what?
one.
To what are
You're
you?
gonna
Stay
say
on-
this.
stay
To
on
what are
this
you
one.
referring to? Comes in waves.
He falls off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's just
But-
let's leave it at
Danny
that.
G.
But he's doing damn well, and he's gonna stay there.
I've turned my life around for the better. so.
Damn. First of all, what do you mean you thought about this? Did Rio give you a heads up that this was?
No,
I did not.
not that question. About the when we had the question about like what your remember when
the
you said the
talent.
map
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is.
Yeah. Peanut
I was
butter.
like, God damn, I should have
Peanut
said
butter,
drinking
peanut
because
Yeah.
technically it's
What
a
are you good
pointless
at?
thing.
Fucking Joe
What are you good at?
Burrow jerseys.
No, hold on. You can't just skip over peanut butter like there's no big deal.
Yeah.
Peanut butter is what made his wife's panties wet. There's a huge difference.
Yeah, for sure. Spreading peanut butter is a big deal. She does not like when I
It
eat the
is.
entire jar in a
But-
night.
Was that
We're
Uh,
talking Hall of Fame.
was that the
What do you
dog's
do
name?
Really, really good.
Well, two things. I feel like I'm too nice to people sometimes, so I feel like I'd be in the Hall of Fame for that. But I think the biggest deal.
I think you're growing out of that a little bit.
Yeah, I think the
Which is a
biggest
good thing.
deal is it's going to be related to peanut butter, but it's not spreading on sandwiches.
Oh,
Putting it on your balls. We got it.
Amount consumed.
No, I
amount
eat
to be
entire,
able to consume?
and this is like I'm like a crackhead or something, right? When I wake up in the middle of the night,
I
can
heard you're a raccoon.
easily put down a jar in a night. No
Yeah.
problem. No problem.
My wife's like in between wives conversation, one thing that got leaked is my man Danny over here is kind of like a raccoon.
Yeah.
So at night, she even hides it.
A raccoon.
Hold on, we're not even giving enough credit for this. She hides some of the certain shit, especially the peanut butter.
It's worse than that. Yeah. Keep
Yeah.
going. Keep going.
And he finds it.
What?
No matter what. Like, as in, he doesn't know where the hell it's hidden. Finds it, smashes it, done. And like he's I don't
but
even know if he's
apparently,
conscious.
so I get up and like eat.
Like conscience.
I'm sort of sleeping when I
Yeah.
do it, right? So I'll put it back, and so she'll think I didn't find it, right? And then she'll get a
Oh,
fucking
shit.
empty jar or something. So, listen, dude. So a couple weeks ago, this was a problem. She came in and she's like, "You're not gonna be able to find it tonight." I'm like, "Bitch, don't tell me that."
She was
You
talking
cannot
about,
do
She was
that.
talking about the G spot, Danny.
I'm like,
oh, okay. He's like, okay.
I'm like, Sam, you cannot tell me that. 'cause
That's challenge accepted.
Now I'm gonna be up all night
Yep.
and it's gonna get found.
Oh yeah.
And so the next day, I was even nice enough. I put it on the counter when I showed her. You know what I'm saying? Because I was awake enough at that point. But I I smashed some peanut butter and put it on the counter. And she's like, it was great because she woke up just a little bit before me with the babies. And I woke up walking out of the room and she's like, high five. She's like, good job. She's like,
She's like, good
fucking
job.
nice work. All right.
Nice work.
I shouldn't have told you anything. I'm like,
She should have even told you that she
can't-
bought
You
it.
can't tell me that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't do it.
She should pretend like she didn't even buy it. And
But I do have to give you some credit on the whole booze thing, dude, because you like have kept up with what we did. Let's just be real. When we were like 18 years old, you were like 16 probably, right?
Yeah.
You've kept that ability over the years. When I was in Des Moines, I'd come back here and try to, I'm like, oh yeah, this is like the old days, right? And I try to put on some drinks and I'm like, fucking 10
can't
minutes.
do it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
done. Dumb shit happens and you're just like, yeah, this is a fucking, what's up?
This is
Like,
typical
no big
Tuesday.
deal.
Right, typical
Yeah.
Tuesday.
So I do have to give you credit on the booze thing, man. That's
but
fucking
Danny
tough,
does
man.
remember one legend, and I don't like to.
the mug.
I don't like to blow myself too much, but that one was pretty. That one was big time.
No. So
No.
Jimmer's in my kitchen in Des Moines, right? And so we're hanging out. We're all drinking.
You
and
got
everything.
a gift, right?
I don't know where it came from. Yeah,
I
could
think
be a
someone
gift.
gave it to you guys
Yeah.
as a gag gift.
And so it was like, bet you can't is what it said on the mug. And so we counted this out, and it was about 7 beers. And
Holy cow.
yeah, so we filled this fucking mug up, and Jim was like, I can do it. No problem. I'm like, fuck, you can? Like, no, dude, no, you can't. Don't even try. Like, and naturally, he's already buzzed, and he's like, bitch. Took that as a challenge, right?
Put it down.
And so he fucking chug. It didn't take long. Put it down. But immediately.
The whole, give me 2 seconds.
All right, go ahead. He put it down. He put it down. He did great. He
No,
put it
I
down.
was gonna say, and I'll own up to that part.
Yeah.
Where I'm saying,
I didn't-
I
yeah,
held
I
it.
was
I held
dumb
it for maybe 30 seconds. It wasn't.
Yeah.
me.
It came back up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
it-
a lot, though.
That's a lot of liquid.
That is a lot.
So that's the reason why you
So
can't do
much,
the
dude.
gallon milk challenge. I guarantee anyone that says they can, that's a lie.
How much? And how long though was the gallon challenge? Is that an hour? You
Is
can't
that
drink
what
a
it is?
gallon in an hour. I think.
No,
Hey, let's
Sound
do
right?
it.
Less.
Let's do it.
I
It'll
think
be our
it's
next
less.
Because
Yeah,
I
half
think
hour.
I could do it in an hour. So we'll have to do that.
Let's
sometime.
do it.
I
An
think I could
hour
do
I
it.
might be able to. A half hour.
A gallon of milk.
I think it's an hour.
We should do
I
that.
wanna
We'll
say.
TikTok
You know
the
what?
fuck out of this
Can we do
shit.
it?
Yeah, here we go.
You
But yeah, that's one of my big boys. I'm
But
not
yeah.
even. You can't exaggerate. This thing was like that big.
It was huge, yeah. Like
that
I
bad
said,
rum.
about 7 beers. It was
Yeah.
just about 7 beers. And he fucking chugs it. And we're all just like, oh my God. Like, what the fuck? Go home. Like, what is going on, you know? And
Beer.
a couple minutes later, we'll give you that. So he fucking, all of a
Okay.
sudden, he's like, puts his hand up. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? And he's about to puke. And he has to bolt to the bathroom and get rid of it. Not because he was drunk.
It was
but
all
it was
beer.
so much.
It was all
so
beer
much.
that came out. It was nothing.
Yeah.
There was nothing chunk with it. It was purely everything I just put in came right back
Yep.
out.
So he came back out and drank more.
Oh, perfect.
The six prong beer bong. So he took me to a party down there with a bunch of people that thought they could drink.
You showed him.
This is where I can say Iowa, baby. It's all for you.
He drank
We did
everybody's
it-
beer.
We did this at Vegas
that.
too.
What the hell?
So we did this at Vegas too, where we showed Vegas how you party. Right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And we've done that. So that's everybody. That's not just me. That's a test to everyone that's went to Vegas with me.
Yes.
We've all hung and banged and said "fuck you."
Man, it was a
There
good
was
time.
stripper with a butthole. But we'll get back.
There
to that.
was a stripper with a butthole. Yeah, all the strippers had buttholes. This one had a special one apparently.
Yeah, evidently. But this beer bong, the 6-man shooter, they filled this thing up. Had a big old fucking. I think it held at least 6 beers.
At least 6, yeah.
At least 6 beers. And there's 6 prongs. There's a picture. I don't know who has it. I don't even know if it still exists. But I did see this damn picture. It was a race. 1, 2, 3, go. I get mine chugged down, and I'm sitting there fucking woofing it down. And I stand up. There's a picture. Whoever took it hit it perfect. Everyone else is still down on their knees, hosing this shit. Jimmer standing up, holding it like this. I think I was even pointing it down to make sure
Yeah.
there's nothing coming out.
Yeah. He drank most of those 6 beers.
Dude, that's crazy.
Those other guys had the tubes left.
I know. I know.
So
you could drink.
pointless
Stupid.
stuff that never ever counts.
Yep.
Legend in these streets, Holmes.
Legend in these streets.
I'm
yeah.
just still amazed you guys found the G spot. What is that?
You haven't yet?
Oh, Jessica probably doesn't know what
It's
that is.
yeah, no. So it's because
you haven't
she
shown
puts
her?
a finger in you.
Please tell me more. I've been looking for this for a while.
Bend over.
I've never found this G spot.
Liar.
All right.
Liar.
Did you have somewhere else you're going?
No, but real talk, his wife is a hustler at beer pong, just so everybody
Hustler.
knows.
Danny even said,
don't really.
Myles was like, Danny was so committed to make sure this winning streak would not keep going. This is horseshit. And she sunk, 5 in a row?
Yeah, Miles knew. He kept going to sit down, and I'm like, bitch, we're fucking not gonna lose again. She made 7 in a row, including the clutch fucking make
Ding,
it.
ding.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
I'm like,
But then we ran
hustler.
it back, and then
Straight
she
hustler.
made
Hustler.
5
kept
in a
going.
row. Yeah.
After that, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Yep, yep.
It's crazy.
No fun.
I mean, she missed on her first, but then she made 5 more in a row after.
She
that.
missed out
So,
on
did you
fucking
guys-
just being nice.
Yeah.
Did you guys touch on that? Do you want anything you want to say about the Hall of Fame listies? Especially you.
Torrey Holt should be in it.
No, I think you know
Agreed.
where I do
Agreed.
like where you probably should have got in. Yeah, like I said, to after so long, you got to take the name off.
Yeah.
I think if they're not good enough in that where it comes to the cap, like we talked about,
Yep.
then raise the cap.
You got to do both, right?
Yes.
In that aspect of what you're saying, you just have to do both.
Yep.
You need to raise the cap or not have a cap. if they deserve to be
Right.
in.
If you after 10
Make
times
make first
up,
ballot mean that much more or whatever.
Maybe you need to change the vote, right? Maybe you need to say, for these select players, are they first ballot, and then go to the rest,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
So then that changes, so you don't have to worry about the cap. So we're talking specifically first ballot and then the rest of them. Because then if you, Jimmer, you get some votes, but it's not first ballot, okay, cool. We'll get to you next year,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yep.
something like that. I don't know.
The NFL 2021 award winners. We're going to go down the list here. Walter Payton, Man of the Year. Andrew Whitworth, offensive tackle for the Rams. Big deal. Comeback Player of the Year. You already alluded to Joe Burrow, quarterback of the Bengals. Little surprising, but not surprising all at the same time. I think you literally could have done a coin flip on this one.
Between
With
him and who?
him and his boy Dak.
I did. Okay.
Him and his boy Dak.
All right, fine. But they're the only two in the conversation, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else were you thinking? Or who
No,
else were you
I don't think it's
contemplating?
that close, but I get what you're saying.
No,
Like,
I
it's only
think
between those
we're
two.
alive in the moment with this one a little bit because Dak was, I think his team let him down more than anything, as in coaching. I should say coaching, not his team.
Sure.
It's coaching, and we're sold on. I'm not even gonna sit here and beat you up about anything. There's plenty of time for that. We have off season shit for that, but
That's fair. But they
regardless.
were the two in the vote.
yeah, there were two in the conversation.
Fair.
Coach of the Year, Mike Vrabel, Titans. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Mekhi Parsons. Linebacker, Cowboys.
Good.
Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jamar Chase. Wide receiver, Bengals. Defensive Player of the Year, TJ Watt. Linebacker, Steelers. Tied the NFL record with one Michael Strahan, 22.5 sacks, while sitting 2 games because of injury.
Yeah.
2 3/4, which wasn't reported, but 2 3/4. So take 1 game away for the 16 to 17 game seasons, and then you missed also 3/4 of another game.
Can we look up a fun fact on that?
What's that?
How many sacks did he get against Joe Burrow in that Bengals O-line?
That is something that we could look at while I go down the rest. You want to type it in? Or are you paying attention to something?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay. And then we have Offensive Player of the Year. We kind of called this one not that long ago for the midseason award. Our estimates. Cooper Kupp, wide receiver, Rams.
Yep.
Well deserved. We knew not MVP because you need someone to throw you the ball at the end of the day, right?
That's right.
MVP, Aaron Rodgers, quarterback, Packers.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all kind of had it.
Yeah, and you kind of
Nailed.
had you also got some Aaron Rodgers type of response too, like when it came to, love the Packers and everything we did. No non-committal, but he deserves it. I have no complaint about that one. I
Yep.
don't know if you do.
I think he really led that team that has no weapons besides
No.
Devontae, and
You're
he
gonna
led that to that record.
if
Yeah,
he's not there
7.5.
for 22 of the 22.5,
that's crazy.
Let it.
damn.
Yeah. Put Aaron Donald on that line.
I love
He-
Aaron Donald. You're
Aaron
not going
Don-
to sit there and do that, but when you tie the NFL record, you have to be. I'm sorry.
And he played one less game,
And he-
technically, than Aaron Donald, too.
Yes.
But
So-
7.5 sacks against one team.
Yep. And it isn't his fault who's in his division. It's not his fault. You guys had the worst division in football for many years, and a lot of people forget about that because they've been dominant for quite a few years now.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget how bad you guys
How
entered.
do you do against
you
Seattle?
guys, hold on. You guys entered literally a 7-9 team in the playoffs because you have to put a division winner in. That's their rules.
Yeah.
So let's not forget that either.
Okay.
That goes around. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to take a shot. I love Aaron Donald. I don't know which one I like more. I think I like Aaron Donald because I like the disruptor in the middle.
I'm just saying.
You know, because that's the quickest line to the quarterback, right? Fuck shit up.
The triple teams, the double teams should be accounted for this.
What? Got plenty of those, bro.
Yes, he did. They
This is
tried.
no hate.
And
We all love
yeah,
Donald.
and we do.
It's really
and they get
no
running
hate.
back chips at him too.
Yeah.
I just wanted him to break it. I wanted him to have 3 in a row. I'm sorry.
He should've.
That's literally all.
I
it
got
is.
you.
I want him to have 3 in a row.
But TJ
He won't be out of the conversation
Yeah.
for like 10 years, so
Yeah.
he'll have more,
So
bro.
TJ
He will.
Watt
He's
tied
great.
an NFL record. So I'm sorry, that's pretty damn. And Cooper Kupp was the Triple Crown winner of wide receiving, which has only happened like 3 times in the NFL. So you got Andrew Whitworth. Stop being greedy over there, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Give me a ring.
I just want the ring.
Yeah.
You can keep all those accolades. If you told me, because we have some of the best players of all time in Vikings history, and not in Vikings history, in NFL history, we have some of the best players of all time.
You do.
I would trade that. That's kind of hard to say because I'm very passionate about my former players.
Just let me keep Randy Moss. That's all I care about.
I do. Yeah. I want Randy Moss and a ring. Randy Moss and a ring. But my point is a ring. Because at the end of the day, Rio, you can sit there and throw, like me and his passionate discussion is, well, how many rings you have? And he's like, you need to get one. You know what? He's 100% correct. I need to have at least that one ring to even have a conversation. I don't give a fuck about your 5 or 6 or whatever. I can make an argument if I got one. If you got me one next year, I can make an argument with you, but I need one.
Yep.
It's a very hard conversation if you don't have one single one. So give me one.
Right.
How would you feel if the NFL went to an award where it would be the best quarterback award and then the league MVP?
That's actually a good question. We've touched on that. But yes, I agree with you. It'd be hard not to still take away from another quarterback, though.
Quarterback could win both.
Quarterback can win both, and that's what they do. Unless you're saying you cannot pick and then it wouldn't be MVP then.
Right.
So
That's how I would want it, though.
for clarification for you guys, because I'm a big Jonathan Taylor fan. These guys were jerking off so ridiculously bad, though, that let's point
It
out.
was a medium jerk. It was a medium jerk.
You were for
It
sure.
was pretty slow. It
You
wasn't
were
that
too.
fast.
It wasn't crazy.
You were a little bit.
There
He
was
got
no
real
lube.
passionate. Hold
There was
on.
no
Don't
lube.
Rio. He got real passionate.
It
when
was
we
a
had the
medium
discussion.
jerk over here. It
No,
was-
nobody makes me come my own cum.
My point
Jesus.
is he was a very distant offensive player of the year. Unfortunately, I was a big fan. My point is, I wonder. So here's a question for you then, building off what I just said. Is that more because the Indianapolis Colts faltered the last few games of the season?
Yeah. I think I was saying.
Do you think he got punished for that a little bit? And don't get me wrong, we just mentioned what Cooper Kupp did. He has a triple crown in receiving.
I
That
think you
means
have to punch your
receptions,
team to the
touchdowns,
playoffs.
and receiving yards.
Yep.
And do you think he got punished for his team?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I think if they had made the playoffs, maybe won a game, then yes, he wins it.
Okay. These are purely based off of regular season, by the way. They're supposed to be purely based off regular season. But I get what you're saying.
But
I
you
get what you're
gotta
saying.
lead your team, right?
But
I
when,
agree.
When did they vote for it, Jimmer?
I don't know that. Do you
They
know
just
that?
voted recently, so
Did they?
it was after. Yeah.
Oh,
so it's like you got to think about
Still
that.
in your mind, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how do you not
yeah.
keep that? That's horseshit.
That's human emotion.
How do you
right?
not
Yeah.
keep that
But-
out of your own mind?
But
man?
that's really
You'd have
how
to do that right after the last game of the regular season, right then.
And that's not how it goes. Yeah.
that's really how that works.
It's supposed to.
Wow, I didn't know that.
It's supposed to do it for NBA MVP. Most MVPs don't make it to the finals and win, believe it or not. And that's in the NFL also. NFL, NBA, more times than not, they don't make it there because why are they also the MVP? Most likely because they didn't have a lot of weapons, but they balled out beyond a ridiculous thing and they elevated their team.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook won one that way. James Harden did. That's NBA.
Yep.
NFL, go down the list. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers multiple times. Peyton Manning multiple times throughout his career. He won 2 championships. One of them was not. He was not really immaculate with the Broncos, so he
Right.
didn't win an MVP.
He won
right?
5 MVPs.
Yes.
So.
No, absolutely. What I'm
5?
saying during that time though, he only won 1 Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Outside the
That's-
Broncos.
Yep, I'm with you.
So it's not necessarily be a good thing. It's not necessarily a good thing to be the MVP.
Is that the most?
Yeah. He's
it?
tied.
He's
It's
tied
him
with
and
someone else.
him and can't remember if it's Montana. It's him and somebody else.
He's the best quarterback of all time. Quarterback.
Yes.
Quarterback.
Yes, he is.
I'm not saying GOAT. We're not talking about that bullshit. I'm talking about quarterback.
Peyton Manning.
Yes.
Yes.
Hands down.
Yep.
You wouldn't even have to hire a coach.
We're Miles. You can argue. We're just on the same page.
No,
with
I'm
this
not.
one.
I'm not arguing.
We've talked about it for a long time.
Have I ever heard you say your answer on that? Who do you think? Who would you pick right now for your quarterback for your franchise, no matter what? Right now.
I'd always take Peyton.
Okay.
No matter
There you
what.
go.
Okay. I
Okay.
thought you were.
Yeah.
I just couldn't remember
We've
about
never.
that.
Yeah, I don't think we've talked.
I don't
about
think
it.
we've ever had that argument, anything
No.
like that. But I don't think it is, and it's no disrespect to Tom Brady. Tom Brady
No.
probably be my number
Yep.
2, I guess.
Yep.
Probably.
But
yeah.
Peyton Manning is my number 1 pick. I may not even need a
Yep.
coach. Is my point.
Yep.
I would
Yeah,
need defense coordinator.
It'd probably be Peyton, Brady, Rodgers.
Yep.
Probably.
I don't even know
right
if I
around.
put Rodgers that high.
I would. I've seen him do plenty of things without Devontae to
No.
go, like, yeah,
We're
I
talking
can
about
do it.
playoffs. I know where you're going.
Yeah,
Playoffs.
he just doesn't do shit after
Yeah.
that. He won't take
regular
risky plays
season.
because of
If
his
there's only
stats.
regular season, yes.
He never takes risky plays because of his stats.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't throw picks. Well,
Yep.
he might have won a game if he would have taken that one risk. But
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you have a different one? Do you have a different one?
A quarterback that I would take.
Yeah.
So it's if I could go back, Kurt Warner in his prime always, and that's slowly because that's my team.
See, now you're going just off because you're a fanboy.
No,
I'm
fandom.
telling you, for your
No.
team and your franchise, you're telling me you'd take Kurt Warner instead
over
of Peyton
any of
Manning.
those.
Over
any of
for
them.
your
Oh,
team.
Oh,
Yes.
I could pick any.
Anybody.
Anybody.
What quarterback are you taking, Miles? Anybody of all time.
I'm taking Tom Brady.
Okay,
Okay.
it's fair.
I'm not. We're not even going to argue
No,
about
not
it.
even bashing her at
Bo,
all.
did you say
you
Drew
got?
Brees? I like that.
You would
too.
take Drew Brees.
I like Drew.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
To the Cowboys, which he probably should have,
Yeah,
right?
dude.
With Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? I wouldn't be mad if
John
you
Payton.
said Philly Rivers. You know, there's a few guys.
There are
that
a
I'm
few
like,
if they were on a different team.
on a
if
better
they were-
team.
Like what
Yes.
they could have done,
Yeah. Yep.
right?
Did you
Okay.
touch on this at all this week? Maybe.
What's that?
The Deflategate.
What do you mean? What about Deflategate? It happened.
They started putting the footballs in cold concealed boxes, and they could tell that they never deflated it. It was the cold air.
Not true.
Yeah, I
Not
don't
true.
know.
That's not true. And in fact, he was criminally charged.
He
with that.
smashed his phone. There was
Yes,
a
he
bunch
smashed
of
his phone.
stuff.
Yes,
like-
yes. He knows he
Yes.
did it.
There's a reason he broke his phone. As soon as it said he broke his phone, it's like, okay, well, he got
That's
something
people
going
trying to make something, or try to make the
Right.
one few negatives of his career and make it seem like it's not a big deal.
Okay.
I'm not trying to deflate what he did. See that? Gotcha. I'm not trying to deflate what he did in his NFL career because he was a special player, regardless, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Wish he wouldn't have done that. Then you wouldn't have had those black eyes, but it is what it is, right?
on. Yep.
All right, Jim, Mattress Mack. Mick and Bale sold so much furniture in a week that he could afford to place another giant Super Bowl bet, $5 million on the Cincinnati Bengals to beat the Rams.
What
Mick
the
and-
fuck? This guy sells furniture?
Yes, hold on. It gets better. You haven't seen these before?
No, I haven't seen this one.
Oh, this
Mattress
dude,
Mack? Oh, man, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. He puts like billboards up and
Big
like
time.
gives you free
All
furniture
right,
if
all
like the Astros would win or something like that.
Yeah.
Remember that? Okay. So to beat the Rams, Mick and Bale, who owns Gallery Furniture in Houston, Texas, drove across the border to Louisiana. Make that very clear. I used to have to do this back in my days before Iowa got with their census. To Louisiana early Friday morning, pulled over at a rest stop and placed the $5 million bet on Caesars Sportsbook's mobile app at plus 170 odds. Mick and Bale is running a promotion at his store offering to refund any purchases of $3,000 or more if the underdog Bengals win Super Bowl LVI. He's using his giant bets to mitigate the risk from the giveaway. Last week, Mick and Bale placed a $4.5 million money line bet on the Bengals with Caesars Sportsbook in Louisiana.
Go get it.
Damn, I love it.
Yeah.
Use it, man.
So-
Let's go.
Awesome.
I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And not just the betting part, but like he's doing it to obviously sell furniture. I get that.
Yeah.
But he's like, hey, if they win, you get all your furniture free if you spent more than $3,000. That's one hell of a risk, right? How do you kind of trying to cancel that out? Go and throw the money on the Bengals then.
Heck yeah, baby.
Oh,
There
I'll
you go.
never fucking buy a piece of furniture from there.
He doesn't mean it, Miles.
He's a betting man.
Yeah.
Hey, save some for Rio. He has to do a shot. So
You know
Shot of
baby.
what?
that
Back
Shot
shots.
for what?
just he has to do one.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Give him a shot, bitch.
There you go.
Yeah, I just took a shot of tonight.
There you go. You took it.
Gi-
Okay.
Give him some good stuff. Yeah.
I ain't my fault that he didn't bring a cup. I'll bring you a cup out. Hey, wonderful peach crown here.
First of all, Bo, it's
Very,
cute.
very good. Hold on. Very, very good. Thanks to Bo, though, is the reason why we got in touch with S&B Farms Distillery in Bancroft, Iowa, who make what my man even admits to way better peach stuff, and that's Sir Winston peach, which we had back there on the rack.
Also, Bo, you don't realize we're alcoholics, so this bottle's gone. It's gonna be gone in 5 minutes. So shout out to you though for bringing it in, man.
That was completely on him.
Yeah.
He brought that. You're goddamn right
That's
you are.
right.
You already know that.
That's right.
Damn
Forever.
All right.
Forever.
Israel
Forever.
Adesanya and Robert Whitaker make weight for middleweight title rematch at UFC 271 in Houston. Both co-main event fighters also made weight Friday morning. Derek Lewis fighting in his adopted hometown weighed in right at the non-title heavyweight limit of 266, and opponent Tai Tuivasa was 265. So before I continue on with what I have written here, I honestly did not know this. I did not know there was a cap on the heavyweight.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I thought heavyweight is whatever you land at.
Oh no, but you got to make that weight. 'Cause
So
there's some big
266 is the absolute
Yeah.
max you could do at heavyweight. That's horseshit.
Yeah.
Butterbean would have been fucked.
No, but here's the deal: 266, or you could be like John Jones, weigh 235, right? So you could have a 35-pound.
I don't care.
difference.
I'm about to put a lawsuit in on the UFC for fucking weight discrimination.
No shit. No
What the
shit.
fuck? It says heavyweight. You shouldn't have a limit on that. There isn't a heavyweight in boxing limit.
Yeah, there is.
No, there isn't. Type it in.
We'll look it up.
There is
Rio,
not.
Rio, give me your thought on the Izzy fight.
Should we roll right into our bets then?
If you want to do bets, yeah, let's do bets, man.
Let me finish what I was saying on this then, and then
Okay.
you can.
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead.
oh, you have more. Sorry.
Yeah, I said before that I wanted to bring up
Yeah,
the
go
heavyweight.
ahead.
Go
part.
ahead, man. Go ahead.
All right. Curtis Blades versus Chris Dawkins set as main event at UFC Columbus. The original main event between former light heavyweight champion Jan Blachowicz and Alexander Rakic was called off last month due to Blachowicz's neck injury. So that's what I got
Very
on
cool.
UFC.
Heck yeah. While we're there, we'll roll into our UFC picks, I think, for this fight. I am taking Whitaker plus 230 underdog. I do like Adesanya. I think he does a lot of things well, but it's hard to, go against Whitaker, man. He's done everything that's asked of him to win this, that challenger fights and everything like that. So, yeah, I'm taking him.
You're taking who? Sorry.
Whitaker.
Whitaker. Yep.
Take
So
Robbie.
I think he wins this fight. I think it goes to decision. I'm not sure if he'll finish him because he's so hard to put away.
You do realize that Adesanya has never lost at middleweight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's always that one time.
So I have a warm whiskey wager then.
Okay.
All
day
right,
long.
you're gonna have two.
All day long.
You're gonna have two.
You want Whitaker?
Yep.
Let's do this shit. I have
Let's go.
Adesanya all day. That's one bad man right there, and he doesn't fuck around at middleweight.
I love Izzy. I love Izzy, dude.
He went and fucked
I do.
around, up a weight class, got beat by Blachowicz. Right? Am I
Yeah.
wrong?
I believe
Yeah,
I
so.
think it was
you're right.
Blachowicz.
You're
Yep.
right. Yeah, you're right.
It was Blachowicz. Came back down to reality. There's nobody touching this man.
Whitaker does the
That's
same thing
the
as
guy.
Blachowicz.
Yeah, that's
Don't-
the guy.
Doesn't care.
I think
Okay.
if anything, it's the guy that'll beat him.
Don't care. Don't care.
Let's go.
Put it,
Also,
underneath the desk. Put your whiskey wager down.
Also, I'm taking Derek Lewis, minus 190 favorite on this card. I think it's going to be a fantastic fight on the feet. Somebody's getting knocked out, and I'm thinking Derek Lewis is going to knock two out. Also on this card,
Hold on. Before you keep going. Wager?
you're taking
Yeah, the Australian.
Tuivasa?
You're taking
Taking the
Tuivasa.
Aussie, baby.
Oh,
I'm taking the
man,
drunk
okay.
Aussie. Okay, so you have.
I'm
you have
taking the
two of these
Aussie.
wrong.
Okay.
Yep, I'm taking the
Jimmer,
Aussie.
you might as well jump on it.
No, I like Tuivasa.
Bitch,
I think it'll be very fun to watch.
you keep
You
doing
little
it. You
girl.
keep hedging your bets, Jimmy.
I didn't head shit.
Yeah,
I
you
just
did.
I just manned up with Adesanya. So my point is I'm a big fan of Ty, especially when you come out and say, "Hey, I didn't even know that I made these bets or made this match. I
When
was
he's
wasted
hammered. Yeah.
because he was hammered." Appreciate you, baby boy. But Derek Lewis, dude, it's so hard for I'm a fan of Derek Lewis.
No.
When you come out and you say the shit that you say, I am a huge fan of you. What's your favorite meal? Well, my wife's in town. I eat her ass.
He's great.
I'm a fan.
You-
when you drop your nut cup and you throw it out into the goddamn public, what'd you do that for? Well, with all these NFT deals and stuff, I figure make some money later on down the road.
You do understand these guys they're the same person.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
So you're just rolling the dice
old
on
boy
who
lives in
knocks it.
Aussie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with.
No, listen, hold on.
Okay.
You're a big drinker, right?
Yes. What?
Your boy from Aussie drinks a beer from his shoe after he's done fighting.
Yeah.
Every time, right?
And I love him for
Okay.
that. I do.
While
I
he
just
watches
making sure.
Scorpions
But I
fight.
can't.
So you take
Rio wouldn't let me live this down though either because he knows I'm a Derek Lewis guy
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
So I can't. I love Tuivasa. I'm like I can't wait to watch the fight tomorrow.
It's
night.
going to be awesome, right?
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm a fan of him. But Derek Lewis, I've been riding that. I'm not going to sit there and like back off of it now.
So you
just
going on
because-
you jumping on the wager then?
You,
Or a whiskey wager?
No.
What?
I just told you.
Bo,
Nerd.
Bo, should he jump on the wager? Yeah,
Hell
he should.
yeah, he should.
All right, Jimmer's in.
Jimmer's in. Officially in.
Yep.
All right, as we go
I'm
through
taking-
this card, I got one more on this card.
Then I'm taking Tuivasa.
You freaking nerd. What the hell?
I'm taking the upset.
You
All
going
right.
I'm
All
taking
right.
the upset.
So it's me and Jimmer against Rio. on
Because
that one.
I'm not
Hold
taking it.
I'm
Whoa,
pissed.
what?
Hold on.
He's switching it. I can't give it to him because he's always Derek Lewis, this and that. I ain't giving it to him.
That's
Sorry.
fucked up.
So what I was gonna say though,
So no wager
reason,
there.
The reason why I'm hopping off that, if Derek Lewis doesn't knock him out, I don't know if he wins, and we've seen that in the past. I know
It's going to
that
be
as
a
fan.
knockout.
Oh, I know.
Either way.
Or either way, yes, I understand that. But if Derek Lewis doesn't, let's say this goes to draw, as in they
It
go
won't.
to the judges.
It won't.
I'm saying if it does,
If it goes to the judges.
if it goes to the judges, I think it's going to go to Tuivasa. Because we've seen Derek Lewis literally get his ass whooped down to the last second
Yeah.
and then knock somebody out. If it would have went to judges, if that knockout hit wouldn't have happened, what was going to happen?
yeah, against
He would've
the
lost.
Polish dude or
Yes,
whoever.
that's
yeah.
all.
And you've
guy,
seen
yeah.
this, and we've talked about this
Right.
many times, right? What would have happened if he didn't knock him out? Rio?
Right, he lost.
Clearly, right?
Yep.
It wouldn't even been in the ballpark.
Yep.
That
All right.
knockout, literally.
Rio,
All right.
Jimmer's backing down. So
Yeah.
are you in?
Yeah,
I didn't back
we
down.
got it. We got it.
I didn't back down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
did.
did.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
you did. You
just said no.
flipped
I
to
said
the other
Tuivasa.
guy.
I said Tuivasa.
Yeah, you
I
flipped
made a
to
call.
the other guy.
I said Tuivasa.
Loser. All right. Also
Let's
on
go,
this
Derek
card,
Lewis. Fuck you.
I'm
We
taking.
need to drink this.
I'm
doing
taking,
it. Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis.
What?
Oh, what?
Are you fuck? What?
We need to
Who?
drink this shit
How?
up. Don't
Okay.
matter.
Let's go.
He likes
10
it.
high.
He
Jimmer's
likes
All
it.
right.
taking Derek Lewis.
Hey, Whiskey Wager brought to you by
Whiskey
Bone.
Wager, brought to you by Thug Life Cattle Company. So thank you.
And Luke Rising.
Shout out, Luke.
Yes. On this card, I'm also taking Derek Brunson over Cannoneer. He's plus 135 underdog. I like everything Brunson's been doing. I think he outstrikes Cannoneer. I think he can out-wrestle him. So I think he pulls off this slight upset.
All right, one more.
Going again.
Yeah, let's go.
Are you just throwing him out,
Yeah,
or you
no,
know what?
that
old
one,
boy did?
I mean, that's what I actually bet on, so I want to make sure my
Okay.
shit's legit.
All right. All
Yep.
right.
I think Brunson loses this one, so let's go.
Okay.
It's a nice hat you got over there, Danny.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Brought to you by 3 Gig Sports.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of us, but we're never wrong, just misinformed once in a while. Jimmer's got the
Get you.
white camo over there. So does Myles. And
Miles bought 2 hats.
How about two?
he does have 2.
What's your other one, Miles?
I got the black one. I
Yep.
like it.
The black,
Which
that's
looks
right,
just
baby.
like the one to his right.
That Rio has.
Our
yeah.
man Beauchart bought a couple too. He got the camo, and what else did you get?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
All right.
So get it while supplies last,
Yes.
guys.
Are we
Fine.
ready for Super Bowl picks?
Let's go, Jimmer.
I still have 2 more notes. We just kind
Oh,
of
go ahead, yeah.
Yeah. Just 2 more. We'll go over quick because I'm sure there ain't much conversation.
We are over 2 hours. That is crazy.
Happens. Who cares?
Let's go.
After less than 1 month with Ole Miss football, Chris Kiffin is returning to the NFL and his old job as the Browns defensive line coach. Chris Kiffin accepted the collegiate job in mid-January to join his brother Lane Kiffin as the Rebels' co-defensive coordinator and linebackers coach. His decision to return to the Browns centered around the NFL's work schedule being more conducive to raising a family. He has 4 children. That's what. So it looks
But
like
he
it's
was
honest.
with. You said he was with.
He was
his
with the
brother?
Browns, and then he went to the Ole Miss, which
Yeah,
is with his brother.
And
And then he
okay.
came
and he's
back
going
less than
back.
a month later.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yep.
He says it's more conducive with that. I don't know if his brother's like, once he gets there, hey, I need you to do this, 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 and this. This is what we're doing every week. I'm gonna believe him and just say that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
And found out that you have more of a schedule with the NFL.
Family first, baby.
Yep. You're
go.
constantly recruiting that and
Probably having
college.
trouble playing defense in the SEC at Ole Miss. So.
Well, I was gonna say more like you're constantly recruiting. So
Oh, yeah,
you're not
always
gonna have
busy.
days. Exactly. You're not
Yeah.
gonna have days off. You have days off in the NFL
Yeah, that's true.
in the
but,
regular season.
Damn, they just got through all these signing periods. I mean, he's so busy. Maybe,
No,
you know, if he had waited a little bit.
Well, yes,
slow
but you
down.
still are out for the next class.
I get it, but I'm
You know
just
what I
saying
mean?
it just was real busy with all these signings.
Yeah, but
going
Lane's
on.
like, hey, we don't stop. So maybe it's
Yeah.
like something like that, you know.
They can't.
Lane Kiffin once said,
They
I
can't
pick.
stop.
or you get left behind. Right?
Lane
Yeah.
Kiffin literally once said that he picks his recruiters based off how hot their wives are. He's like, if you're able to swing that and get that, I know you can recruit a player.
Right. Your wife's is 6 now, so sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, dude. What did that make?
She's a
Hold on,
Mississippi
hold on.
6.
What did that make? What did that make? Thanksgiving's pretty damn awkward.
She's a 9 in Oklahoma, but
Kevin-
He's got the
Definitely-
notebook. He's like,
Definitely at 10 in Texas though.
Beauchamp got rid of that month.
November.
Beauchamp got rid of that month.
yeah,
It's
that's
a lot better
right.
than
Right.
it's a lot better than getting rid of, and that's my birthday month. A lot better than getting rid of June.
Eat Danny's
The
ass. I don't give a
SEC,
fuck.
the SEC on Thursday said revenue rose to $777.8 million during the 2021 fiscal year,
Holy cow.
an increase of 120.1 million from the previous year. The money will be divided equally among the conference's 14 schools, excluding bowl expenses. Each school will receive roughly $54.6 million. And
Numbers are going to get blown out of the water when Texas and Oklahoma make the jump.
it'll be something stupid.
It's going to be something
Fuck the SEC.
stupid.
I've
Why?
said so. I've been saying fuck the SEC before you guys join anyway. So that has nothing to do with that.
oh, you have except for Alabama. Don't talk shit.
Roll Tide.
Except for
Roll Tide.
Alabama.
Don't do
Roll Tide.
that.
Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Roll
Yeah,
Tide.
Pepsi.
I'll say that a million times. What I'm saying is that when you do stuff like that, it like puts everyone. What I'm getting at is nobody else. No, they claim nobody else has a shot, and I'm so sick and tired of. Well, then moving to the NFL. I don't give a fuck what you got to do. My point is like I'm sitting there. I'm tired of talking about that part. And obviously they're gonna get the most money. They have that ESPN deal. They have all that shit. So the money gets. I don't think it's any better than the top schools in some of the and every single Power 5. I don't think they're top one outside of Alabama because they get to literally get a pick of the litter. But if you go say legitimately, everyone else in their conference below them is no different than the number one in every other conference. That's my belief. I'm sorry.
The SEC is literally the best in both sports.
No.
Basketball.
No,
and
not even
football.
close. Not even close.
Yes.
Stop it. Not basketball. For
Not
sure.
stopping.
Stop it. Not basketball. Don't
can't-
even look that way. Big
Jimmer,
tennis.
I gotta be real.
Kentucky.
I gotta be real, dude.
Who? He has like 2 schools.
Kentucky.
I don't care about his schools. SEC.
No, I'm saying SEC basketball.
Yeah, I mean
They're not that good.
Auburn's.
Oh, yes, they are.
I mean,
Auburn,
they're pretty
maybe
good.
Kentucky, and then what else?
Tennessee.
Yeah,
Better than Iowa.
Are they really though?
Don't make me go there.
They have like 16, 17 wins, and they were
I
supposed
can
to be
name-
like sub.
I can
Like
name like
sub
one
10
team.
I
in
was,
the SEC.
what did you say? You're supposed to have two losses?
I thought no, not no. I said this is gonna be a really bad year. Don't shortchange me. I say a lot of dumb stuff. This is
You
not
said-
one.
You
I
did
said
after you seen that thing
No.
that come across
So
wherever
are you,
it was.
are you going
I'm not gonna
ACC?
Remember that record deal? He was all like, "Oh yeah, okay."
The only other one you could possibly go was ACC in basketball.
Big Ten's better than SEC.
No,
Oh,
Jimmer.
Big Ten is way.
What
Ask
Rio
him, yeah.
is
Dude.
alluding to,
and he hates the Big Ten, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not a
Jimmer.
big.
What?
what Rio's alluding to is that website you
That
found.
website, remember? And you were like, "Oh yeah."
They gave
okay.
Iowa like 32 and 1
Yeah, I
or
got
whatever.
you. I got you.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
I thought you were talking about like, I was like, dude, I've been honest with that. I was like, thought this year's gonna be
Just messing with you.
ugly, and they actually have
Yeah.
like 16 wins.
That
so.
Caitlin
It's not
girl
bad.
though from Iowa is a
Dude, she's a
baller.
Yeah, she
stud.
is.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, did you see that crazy stat that she made 30 or 35 foot?
Oh yeah,
shots in the
NBA
same
range.
game?
NBA range. She was shooting NBA range threes.
Yeah, but the 2 shots that she made from like 35
The
feet,
logo, yeah. Yep.
and it was like James Harden, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and somebody else. It doesn't matter. It's another big name. She made more of those. She's made 2 of those in a game, which neither one of those 4 players have ever done in their 4,900 something odd games combined played. They've never
Yeah.
made 35 foot, and she made 2 of them in one game.
That's crazy.
She hasn't.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a baller, dude. Pay attention,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Iowa women's basketball is legit. It's
Has
mostly,
been for a long time.
Yeah, it has been, but she fucking
is
fun to
legit.
watch, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
End of that story comes to the rich are just even more richer. So the SEC is what it is. That's what happens.
Yep.
If you're a fan of the SEC, kudos to you. That's what it's going to be. I don't have a problem with it except for when you put everyone else on a pedestal versus it. That's my problem. It has nothing to do with the SEC. I love the fact that Georgia won. Should there be 2 SEC? This is where it comes into. We've had the conversation many times. SEC, do you deserve 2 teams in because of what? Because the other teams didn't play a damn schedule? Come on.
Yeah. Maybe. But like you were saying, you were pointing out some of the wins on other people's teams. It was like having a win over an, SEC team is better than somebody who's in a...
For the most part, yes.
Right.
You're not wrong.
I know.
No.
Well, we need to take that back and put it in the other podcast where you're like, no, I'll take that team.
No, not necessarily.
It's like, yes, the middle of the
Big Ten
SEC
doesn't get enough love, and when they do,
I will give
are
you
low
that.
end.
They don't. They
Okay,
don't get
thank
enough
you.
love.
I'll stop the argument then. Fine. So we're gonna go ahead and roll with some picks here, and we're talking about more specifically the NFL Super Bowl,
Is that football?
which is Sunday.
Okay.
It is.
Wait, what time?
It should
Like
be a
3?
national holiday.
Yeah, it should be.
I think it's 6.
First of all, it's
Kickoff.
right before Valentine's Day. That's fucking bullshit.
Let's talk about the fact that it maybe they did jack it up this high to us because it's our generation.
Yes.
The greatest halftime show of all time.
of all time.
Better be.
Hey, Bo, you gonna be out there crip walking or what?
Better.
We're getting a video.
Better than the Nip Show.
You better. No. What?
Oh yes, better
Maybe.
than the Nip
Yeah.
Show.
Yes.
We didn't really see the nip,
But we
though.
didn't know the nip was coming.
Yeah.
We know what's coming here, right?
Nobody knew it was coming,
Well, they did.
but I was.
That
coming.
shit was planned.
Jesus.
That shit was planned.
Just playing.
But okay. So what I'm gonna get at is I'm gonna roll with the Rams to win the Super Bowl. Money line, but I honestly think the Bengals cover that 4. I think it's gonna be a field goal. So if you want a money line shot, money line the Rams, and that is my Stone Cold lock, and the Bengals to cover the 4. Last time I seen it, as of
it is 4.
Yeah, it's
so
4.
4.
Yep.
I think it's a field goal.
All right, Miles, what you got?
I'm not touching this one.
No.
No,
have
to.
you have to pick.
You have to
Where are
pick.
you going?
You're on the mic, baby.
It's
you
your
are
team.
on the mic. You got to
Be
make
real.
Ride or die right now.
Be real.
Every time I do that,
If the Vikings were in this right now in the Super Bowl, I would not back down, and we are superstitious
Yep.
as shit, and he
Yep.
knows that.
okay, but let me be real.
You're on
with
the
you.
mic.
Let
You
me
gotta
be,
make a
let
pick.
me
Be real.
Let
Be
me
real.
be real with you. I
You
bet
like
on,
men.
I bet on the Rams 3 times on FanDuel this year, and it's when they hit that losing skid.
So don't bet on the Rams,
Don't
right?
So bet on the other.
We're telling you
You're
to pick
taking
'em, not bet
Bengals,
'em.
baby.
I'm taking the Bengals.
There you
All
go.
right, there
Boom.
you go.
All right, Rio.
A
what do you
Bengals
got?
pick.
To win.
So
To
this is
win.
my pick at the beginning of the year, my Super Bowl pick. So I have to roll, no matter how much I do like the Bengals. I
Would
have
you-
rode them all through the playoffs.
Yes, you have. But let's point out the fact that you also called out. We were on board with it, but you also called out the Bengals last to first.
That's right.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And you rode them dick hard. Like, we
Yes.
were on board, but you rode them dick hard.
Yep.
So, would you be shocked?
I wouldn't be shocked if the Bengals could pull it off.
That's all I wanted to hear.
However, I think this is a good defense they're going to face. I think there's going to be a lot of problems. We already know the line isn't good for the
In
Bengals.
the worst spot, right up the gut.
Exactly. So I am taking the Rams. I am taking them to cover that -4. I think it's be like a touchdown, though. I think they can keep it close enough to within a touchdown. But I got to ride with my beginning of the year picks. The Rams. Stafford's leading this team. Go Rams.
Yeah. So we're all on the same page. Even Miles, even though he didn't say it. Rams, okay? The Rams are going to win this game. What I could see happening is 2 different scenarios. So it's either the Rams win by 14 plus or the Bengals cover.
Cover that 4.
Cover. Yep. So I'm with you on that.
So they either win by a little or they win by a lot.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, there's no in between. There's no in between. There's no like
It's
7
going to be a
point
lot
Oh, okay.
or minimal.
Very,
Not
very
that-
minimal.
He's
Okay.
saying not
Yeah.
that touchdown.
Gotcha.
win. Yeah.
He is saying
Is it gonna be like
it's going
3
to
or
be
like
a
two-
field
two?
goal worth, or it's going to be a blowout.
Blowout.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly.
So,
All right.
real quick question before we get on to makes sense if you don't think about it. Go ahead and shout out your Super Bowl MVP right now, please.
Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford.
Aaron Donald.
Motherfucker. I was actually going to roll that one right there.
Do it. Do it. Nothing hurts, man. Let's go.
I think the field goal. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on air so that it's taped up. I think Matthew Stafford's gonna win because he's also a feel good story too. That's where this comes from.
I think
too.
that's where
For
yeah.
sure.
And
I
that's
think it'll
why.
come-
Absolutely.
My pick will probably be Aaron Donald, though.
Okay.
I think it will be Matthew Stafford. I think it should be Aaron Donald, because the way they're going to win this game is a ridiculous amount of pressure up the gut, and that's what that man produces. You already mentioned it: 2-3 man coverages, trying to block this one individual, and then you have Von Miller coming off the other side. You can go with Von Miller on this because he may rack up sacks on that side because of that. But I would say Aaron Donald. But the sympathy card, regardless, is going to go to Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
If he even produces adequate game.
2 tutties and 300 yards, right?
No, 2 tutties and 250.
250.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's all he'll need to get that.
Yep.
Can I throw out something random?
Yep.
Could you see Aaron Donald getting a ring, winning the MVP, and calling it quits?
No.
No way.
Not
Okay.
him.
He was
Not him,
he was so pissed off and disappointed last year when physically he couldn't do it,
Okay.
and they called him out on that.
If I would say anybody would do that, it'd be Stafford. If
Okay.
I want it, and
I could see Stafford walking off before that. I don't see
absolutely.
Stafford doing it.
I don't see him either, but I'll take that before Aaron Donald.
Yeah, if you like, hey, put money on this right now, one of these two, it would be Stafford walk away before Aaron Donald.
No, listen.
Aaron Donald's a monster. And I know that you would, if there's one dude, we don't ask about this, one dude in this world that you would jerk off, I know Aaron Donald will be that guy for you.
Both hands.
Both hands?
You're going to need them.
Would there be
Why?
a little tip of the mouth?
Why?
I might just kiss it.
That's his guy, dude.
No,
Ride or die.
I can't disagree, right? He's got to be pissed. Defensive MVP wasn't his. It maybe should have been. We can argue that, right?
Yep.
He's going to come out on fire. He's going to smoke shit. And that
if he-
offensive line sucks.
Hold on.
For the
And
Bengals.
if he's not, and his stats aren't there, it is somebody else on that defense will be balling out because
of him. Yeah.
of
How much
him,
he eats
because-
up, blocks
because
he
he
eats up,
eats
or
up
whatever.
that much.
Yeah.
Let's
So
be real.
that's still MVP to me, right?
And Sebastian Day is back.
No, my point is, my point
No.
is he should win MVP because of that alone. If someone else is balling out,
No,
because
it's stats. That's the way
I
they
know it's
look at
stats
it.
driven.
They want
I
to-
understand
Should it
that.
be? That's different.
I know
But
that's what I
will
said.
it be?
I understand that. I said
yeah,
should be.
yeah.
If you're able to take that much pressure off him, yep.
Can
If
you get
Joey B doesn't get touched,
Can you get a sack
Burr.
assist?
You get half
Sorta.
sacks.
You get
Yes.
half
No,
sacks.
but let's say you're taking
half
on
sacks.
3 guys and you got your guy on the edge free. Come on.
no, listen.
You
Hey,
take
I
on
know-
three
Will
guys
you-
every night at
yeah,
work, but
will
you don't get
exactly.
But we don't
Will
give
stop
you a
swallowing? Will you stop swallowing
I'm
for
sorry.
5 seconds?
I'm sorry.
No,
Alright,
if
so-
let's be real. If Joey B doesn't get touched, or if he's limited on how many times he gets sacked,
He's getting touched.
this might be a different game.
We
He's
are
getting touched.
Yeah.
I think so, but I'm saying up to this point, it hasn't made sense why they've won, right?
But Aaron Donald even said it himself. Everybody's dogging the offensive line for the Bengals. They're in the fucking Super Bowl. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, but they're also missing one of their key contributors too, and they have made it because also after him too. I get that. Mike Remmers, who should have been a right tackle his whole time, or
Yeah.
right guard.
Yeah.
And you're missing a pretty good piece that was on a bad offensive line for like last year and this year.
Let's be real.
So regardless,
Besides Myles,
Tyler Higbee is out officially. By the way,
Yeah,
I don't know if you know that. That's official. His MCL sprain, he's out.
he's out.
So
if I have him
no, you're
this
good.
week.
No, Blanton.
It's T
Blanton.
Higgins.
No, you got
stepped
Blanton
up.
for the tight end.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
got to
stepped-
change it.
He stepped
You
up.
took
I think
Higbee?
I have him in right now.
Oh yeah,
'cause
take-
it's-
so if you want to stick with the Rams, go with Blanton. He balled out last week too.
He
Okay.
did. He did.
Or last playoff game.
Came
so-
up crucial.
Hold on. Stop. Hold on.
Yeah.
We're picking the Rams. Basically, everybody here, right?
Yes.
Myles not included. Okay. If Joey B wins the Super Bowl, is anybody gonna be pissed?
No.
I wouldn't.
we're
I
rocking.
won't be either.
We're rocking.
Okay,
Burrow
Myles
jerseys.
too. Yeah.
He is amazing. I mean, he
Yeah.
really is.
You'd
He's
rock
fun
a
to
Burrow
watch.
jersey.
Dude,
You
so
rock a
fun.
Burrow jersey.
He's so fun to watch. His
Yep.
swagger, his confidence,
Hey,
everything about
From
him.
over there, what do you got? Do you got Rams? We didn't even ask you.
Well, I made a bet with my boy, and I let him pick.
Oh shit.
Through the playoffs.
Yep, I remember
He's
that.
already beaten me 3-2.
Oh.
So if he wins the Super Bowl, so he's got Cincinnati, and I got.
Oh, Bo's got the
Oh.
Rams too. All right.
Oh.
I had
Hold on. Little Bose has the Bengals though. Joe Burr. All right.
All right.
him pick.
Okay.
all the way through, and he had from the get-go. He has Cincinnati winning the Super Bowl.
Okay.
There we go.
Not by points, but yeah.
There we go.
I'll be crushed if the Bengals win.
You'll be crushed, absolutely.
But it would. But
They'll
This
be
year,
fine.
though,
They'll be
but-
fine though.
but
next year.
but it's
Yeah.
like Joe. It's amazing to watch that guy play. I'm sorry. It just really is.
It is.
I wouldn't be disappointed either way, and I think we're all jacked as fans that we actually get to see something that
Good
we're
Super
not
Bowl.
used to seeing,
Yep.
right? And that's someone that we're not used to winning. So,
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
I
We
think
get
Stafford
something for all
gets
of
his.
us, right?
Joe
Either
Burrow
way.
gets his.
Yeah.
yep. Either
Yep.
way, we're all going to be happy. You're not going to be immediately happy.
No.
Down the road, you're going to think Rams, blah, blah, that sucks. But ultimately, you'll be like, you know what? At least it was the Bengals. At least it was a team that.
I grew up 45 minutes from the Bengals stadium, and my first game was a Bengals and Rams game.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, before we roll into 3 hours, which we're rolling pretty damn good, let's go ahead and get to our special guest here has our Makes sense if you don't think about it.
baby.
Now,
Let's
before I
go.
kick it over for 1 second, makes sense if you don't think about it for some clarity, 100% clarity. It is something you see, it happens, and no matter what, it's going to happen, or they truly believe it is, like, makes sense, or they think it is going to end to the common world. It's like, oh my God, that is not right. Okay? So anyone that ever questions that, it's almost any story you've ever seen, they're like, duh, that's stupid. That's what it makes sense if you don't think about it is, people. Go ahead.
That's right, Miles. What's up?
And that's why I'm telling it.
Yeah.
Well, so me and the fiance, I was taking a piss one morning,
That one.
Jesus.
and
Here we go.
and I was looking around the toilet seat when I was pissing, and I was like, "Babe, you ain't got no pubes. I ain't got no pubes. What the hell? What the hell is all these pubes on the toilet?"
And all you do is have young kids, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's your ass hairs.
Her ass hairs?
No, my ass hairs.
What the hell?
Makes sense if you don't think about it. I like that. Short and sweet.
Oh,
She's
man.
like, what the hell is it? He's like, what the hell is this? That's from your butthole hair.
Jimmer, if your wife said that to you, would you maybe trim your ass hairs?
No.
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 I do.
You
I'm
trim
looking
your
for a
ass
barber.
hair?
I'm just saying, would you?
Do you trim your hat's hair? Because you have
no.
plenty of on your chin,
Dude,
so I know you got plenty of butt hair.
Could you imagine?
I
the
give mine a
stubble?
perm.
You don't. Yeah, I know you do. You nasty motherfucker. Caught that on the road.
Could you-
driving home from work,
You-
all innocent.
hold
I
on,
wave.
what?
And this, dude, I'm on way home from work, driving by his house. At the time, he lives right next door, and I even wave, not even middle finger like we normally do. And this dude, without missing a beat, turns around while I'm driving, bends over, drops his drawers, and shows me his hairy ass. Yeah. It's not all smooth.
That was for
you
free.
It's not all smooth, you 50-year-old ladies.
If you shaved
That
your
was
ass
for
hairs,
free.
could you imagine the stubble burn?
No, no,
No.
No, that'd not be
not
good.
interested. No.
Nope.
All right. So next bet, loser got to shave their ass hair or get their ass hair shaved.
Waxed.
Who throws for more
No,
yards? Then?
we're
Let's try to
shaving it.
let's try to fish it up. Who throws for more yards?
Burrow.
Probably Burrow because he's gonna have to.
Stafford.
So
The line's so bad, I don't think that old boy can get loose
that
against the
defense
Rams.
can't get up. You don't think
They're gonna
For the
run.
Bengals?
The Bengals are gonna run
Yeah.
it. They're gonna try to run it.
I think they
Okay.
will, but not successful.
Okay. So there's not a bet there then. I was
No.
hoping that I'd be able to fish you on one, and I was
Well,
like, Burrow.
No.
I think
So you gotta
Rio.
play catch up.
Rio, you had one, didn't you? Were we doing that?
What are you talking about?
Makes sense.
No, we just did yours.
Oh, okay.
We did yours.
Yeah, we
We're
did
good
Yeah,
with
we
that.
did yours.
Yeah, we're good with
My
that.
bad.
Yeah, we do one an episode, bro.
We are doing a neck
Get in the
tattoo
DMs.
bet with Myles. He's taking the Rams.
Yeah.
We're all taking the Rams. If the Bengals win, we all are getting neck tats of the Rams.
No doubt.
Alright.
Hey, we appreciate everybody that's listening, though. For real. We've all got the gear on. Definitely hit us up if you want a hat.
Yes,
These are very sexy hats here.
they are.
Leather
very,
patch.
and very breathable too. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
when summer comes, you're not gonna deal with what me and this man over here, far to the right, do, and that's heavy sweating, man. I'm telling you, it feels light and breezy.
Exactly. And Jimmer's got the white one, too. The
Sweet.
white camo. And both of us deal with that shit. It's like
Yep.
we get that yellow sweat. fucks the hat up, whatever.
Yep.
So we've got different colors, right? We've got black, we've got camo, light camo, white
Heck yeah.
camo. Just hit us up and we'll get it out to you. But hey,
Yep.
big shout out to Bo and Myles tonight for joining the podcast.
Yep.
'Cause
Heck
it was
yeah,
a good
man.
time. Bo has a lot of good insight, and he's a sponsor of the podcast as well.
Huge supporter of the podcast.
Huge.
Yeah, what are we calling him? Dr. Bo. We're going to go Dr. Bo to start, and we'll figure out the rest.
Hey, shout it out. You had yours. You had a perfect one.
Yeah, so
Say it.
Bo knows and he'll blow.
Get scraped.
no, so Dr. Bo's handyman and power washing is what we're going to go with, I think.
Boom.
That's what we figured out tonight. But he does a little bit of everything. So
He'll
if
do
you need
anything
power
you
washing
ask,
done,
so.
yeah, exactly.
Heck
He'll
yeah.
fix
Including
things
your wife.
up. Dude is
Yeah, plowing the driveway ain't the only thing he'll plow.
it's just- unless you ask, right?
Right. You got to
Unless
ask politely.
Yeah, yeah. You
Okay,
gotta say,
no problem. I
"Please,
won't plow her.
thank you." Yeah. No, he's a
Or I
good
will.
guy. He takes care of what you need, especially in the power washing end. Cleans things up, makes it look the way it needs to be.
Yep.
So, shout out to him and Mr. Myles for showing up tonight, giving some extra input. Myles is obviously a huge Rams fan, so
Very.
we're
Good
all
luck. Good
betting on
luck.
the
We
Rams to
are
win.
betting
So
on
if
the
the
Rams.
Bengals lose or if the Bengals win, suicide watch for sure.
You know what? Suicide watch. But here's the deal: Myles is doing the snow challenge.
There we go.
If the
Yeah.
Bengals win.
The Bengals win, you're doing
If
the
the
snow
Bengals
challenge,
win-
and you're going
No,
on.
you know what? If
I'll
the
do it
Bengals
naked.
hold on. If the Bengals win,
Okay.
snow challenge. If the Rams win, I expect you to wear something that covers your crotchal region.
Give me a
Don't
kilt.
care. And you got to run around the fucking neighborhood.
There you go.
I'm not trying to go to jail, James.
No, I see you cover your
No, you
crotchal
cover
region.
your.
You cover
yeah,
it.
you cover that up.
Just give us a kill.
Man
right?
thong. Man thong.
Yeah.
Obese man runs through town.
Reverse banana hammock.
That's right, baby. Reverse. Jesus Christ.
It took a second.
Yum.
Why is it sticking out the back?
All right.
Yeah. No doubt. But hey, shout out to these two. Thanks for coming tonight. The podcast is available everywhere you find your podcast, which is where, Jimmer?
Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and anywhere else for the most part that you listen to podcasts.
That's right, man. It's everywhere out there. There's no big deal. If you want to find it, check it out, especially in YouTube. Hit us up, follow, like, the whole nine. And make sure you add some comments, too. If you haven't, it makes sense if you don't think about it. It all goes down in
The DMs. Shoot us a message. We'll get the info out to all the people. They want to hear it. We want to hear it. We'll all laugh a whole lot.
Pay attention a little bit. Want a little bit of shout out. Our girl that is also kind of an unofficial sponsor. She does our camera. Is Colleen. She's gonna sit there and hit us up on her bets this weekend. She's gonna show us, tag us up in our Facebook stuff.
She's been on fire.
She
As
has
of
been.
recent, so-
She rode that
Yep.
Tennessee Titan wagon
Hey.
for quite a bit until it came to a screeching halt. But yes,
Yep.
and she says she's gonna tag us up. We'll see.
Sounds like Rio
what
with
is that?
BYU, man.
What's that called? Dink and Flicka.
Dink and flicka.
Dink and Flicka.
That's some dink and flicka shit right
We'll
there.
take it, baby. Whatever you got. We love to tell stories. We love to talk shit. Most of all, we love to talk sports. So thank you, everybody that's listening. This is 3 Gig Sports.
We out!
Discussions, I've been writing, I love it. All this doubt around me, damn it, look, I got